Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Black Sensei Society, episode number 62. We back at it again with some great anime talk. We may dive into other topics as well. And there's so much to talk about, from One Piece having its newest chapter and a lot of very interesting implications, to talking about sports, because a lot of the great things happen there, to talking about if we were this anime character, what would we do? We kind of touched on that conversation last time, so we're going to kind of dive into it a little bit deeper this time. But before we get into that, gents, how are we feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good.
Dynasty Wars is fantastic. They freaking cook. Hey, I want to hear it also. During the weekend, it was the #1 selling game on Steam. That's all I need to say.
Y'all don't understand how happy Random has been the past 2 days just playing Dynasty Warriors. This nigga's been
amazing.
Gleeful.
The only game that's gotten me to stop playing Marvel Rivals has been this game, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Ooh.
So wait, Random, was this the one that you were worried about?
Technically, yeah, but me and Santo, you've heard me and Santo talk about this. Santo's more purist than I am about this.
Sure.
I was willing to give him a chance because I understand this is, at least the way I was treating it, this is not a mainline entry.
Yeah.
But from me, Santo and I are going to do a video about this probably next weekend, where we're going to talk about, this was kind of it for them. If this didn't work, the series was done. From all the research I've done, I'm going to do some more so I could present it. But I was worried, but from everything I saw and then playing the demo, which you can still play right now, I was really excited. I think Santo was being kind of unfair to it in terms of the combat and things. Oh, it's more like Dark Souls. I was like, no, it's not. So there are boss battles. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, this is like, okay, this dude's a Dark Souls character, but I think the combat's great. The combat's fantastic. The game's just fun. I'll say this, it's never going to win Game of the Year. That's not what Dynasty War games are. But you're going to turn it on, and no matter who you are, you're going to have a great time. They did make some things. They did make some choices where I agree with Santo. Like, just let me play with everybody. But if you're going to make me play as an original character, let me make them. Every time, Miles, I'm always going to say this. If I'm playing a God of War game as like somebody who's completely new and I can customize them, sure, let me create them from the ground up. It's just so I can vibe with the character. But we'll talk about it more when Santo and I talk about that. Do the video. We're probably just going to record it and just go ham, because I feel like me and him are going to argue a lot, because this is it. This is the new direction, and if they follow this new direction, we should be excited. But I'm also getting, or like for instance, Assassin's Creed Origins was a great game in my opinion, but then they started losing the plot a little bit after that, and I'm worried that this could follow that path, if that makes any sense.
All right, big W, Dynasty Wars. One thing, I'm a little off topic, but I went on the YouTube channel to kind of check out some stuff, and I saw this, and I kind of want to show it because I think this is kind of insane. Do you guys know the YouTube channel Shonen Showdown?
Sure.
I've heard of him.
Yo, I think someone hacked their account. Bro, there's some guy named Brad G on the Shonen Showdown channel, and he's live streaming something about Ripple.
What is that?
It's a crypto coin.
Oh no.
Yo, yeah, they're kind of cooked right now.
Oh no.
Because this is an anime channel. Like, this is their anime content. I don't know what's going on in their channel right now.
No, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, it seems like they might have gotten hacked. That kind of.
Yo, hopefully we, knock on wood, bro. I don't want to get hacked like that. That's kind of insane. I just wanted to show that. I was like, yo, what is going on with their channel right now? That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, they're gonna want to fix that. But yeah, how about the rest of y'all? How you feeling?
Chilling, watching anime and TV. New season of Castlevania came out Thursday. That
Alucard, Aura Farming.
Yo,
they knew what they was doing.
First episode,
they knew what they was doing.
It's like, I was just like, yo, that's my nigga, bro. Alucard. But there's also been a lot of rumors that going around with that studio. A lot of like with this season 2 and like the previous seasons, they've been trying to pitch for a Berserk IP. They just want a shot. They just want a shot. So, and if you like kind of see like some of the references, there was like a little Griffith reference with Alucard this season. There was like some like the previous seasons, like they've been showing love. And yeah, I feel like if there's a studio that can make a Berserk, like I don't care if it's Golden Age again. I don't care. Like just give them a chance because I think like with their animation style, they can do it justice.
Why not? At least somebody's trying to do it.
I don't know. They be petty. They turned down that one Berserk and fan made thing. It's like, nah, we don't want you to make it. It's kind of they petty as hell over there. The Berserk studios, Berserk creators.
I said it when we did the thing. I think they hated on it because it was obviously. Look, I get that you don't want nobody to do it, but this one was it looked good. It looked very good, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't have." Like Miles, I don't like your company. I don't know what you do for work, but all of a sudden, some random dude on the street starts making the product that your company makes, and they make it better at a way less cost, and the people funded it. Oh no, that's eternal embarrassment.
That's terrible.
Because the company that's going to do it, the company that's going and does it right, like they're going to be goated. Like goated. We're talking one of the greatest stories of all time, and it's a shame. It's a goddamn shame that the best adaptation of it was back in the 90s. And like Ty said all the time, we done with the 90s, but that's the best one.
Someone made a good point that like some of these companies, they might be scared to take on the Berserk IP with how touchy it is and how some people perceive media. Like some people can't handle Don to Don. How the hell they gotta react to Berserk? So like things like what happens during the eclipse, that the next arc with the elf children and stuff like that. Like people like so there's a lot of speculation that people just don't want to take that on.
They've animated other problematic things and been
I don't
fine.
disagree.
All of a sudden Berserk is the line, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta make sure it's advertised that this is a thing. This is not a shonen. This is not a Naruto, even though it's pretty immature. This is for
Adults
for
only.
adults for sure. Adults.
For sure.
This is some Game of Thrones type joint that you ain't showing your kids. You all right? So yeah, Berserk gets pretty crazy. With that said, shout out Nicholas becoming a YouTube member when we were not live. Shout out you. All of y'all can do that. Feel free to go to the YouTube channel, become a YouTube member. We do very much appreciate all the different types of support. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are aiming for 10,000 subscribers. Honestly, we're going to keep on bringing out that good content. Yeah, Goblin Slayer is crazy, but it doesn't show the scenes. Berserk shows the scenes. So it's like another level than Goblin Slayer, to be honest. But before we kind of get into like the anime stuff, let's just chop it up a little bit. Some sports happening. For example, the NFL doing some good stuff out here. How are we feeling about the current NFL playoffs?
I said this on Open Field. I will be as nasty as possible. I am rooting with all my heart and spirit for Jaden Daniels. Why? Because I think Mahomes is going to make it. And if he three-peats, it's going to piss me off. But guess what? If Jaden Daniels is there, I could say, hey, yeah, you three-peat, but you had to beat a rookie to do it. Trashed, like whatever. But if Jaden Daniels beats Mahomes, I could be like, oh, you think you Brady? Brady never lost to a rookie in the Super Bowl. I can say that until I die, until I'm out of breath. And Mahomes could still be the GOAT or whatever. He could have 11 rings, but I could still say he lost to a rookie. Tom Brady never did that shit.
Crazy hate.
I need this.
That's nasty hate.
I need this.
That's so nasty.
I respect it. I respect
If
it.
Daniels wins, I already told Random, like we probably sending Riddell a jersey. He's in a Bradella jersey. I expect him to wear that shit.
I respect it. Jaden Daniels doing some good things, of course. But we all know he's inevitable, man. He's inevitable. Hey, that 3P is right around that corner, and that GOAT status is up for grabs. So we here for that boy Mahomes. But hey, man, with that said, did Lamar let the culture down?
Yes.
Lamar is James Harden until further notice.
And
And
Mark
I hate to
Andrews
say
sold too. Mark Andrews sold too. But I'm tired of people trying to downplay. Listen, I'm a football casual, man. He played like shit in that first half and dunked himself out of the hole. Salute. But I'm not giving you credit for putting yourself into a burial, bro. I don't care. Y'all not gonna put it all on that one man because he fucked up when it was time to tie the game because of all of your fuck ups. I'm not hearing.
Thank you, Miles. People act like the game was going to be over if they tied the game. The Bills still had a minute 44 left with a stud on the other side, and they just drove down the score. And look, I hate to do, especially if Lamar wins the MVP again. You James Harden until you, because I'm tired of you saying I'm tired of being right there. Nah, you James Harden until further notice.
If I'm Lamar, I would hope and pray I don't win an MVP. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, nah, I can't win this MVP. Nah, they ain't gonna let me. Three-time MVP can't even make the eight. Nah.
Y'all tripping? Give me my MVP. Y'all bugging.
No, he can win it. He can win it, but like
Ty,
I've seen a lot of people say.
Ty and Random were arguing yesterday. I want to hear what Ty has to say. I mean, like last week they were arguing about this.
No, Ty been quiet.
Ty said, "Give me a sec." So he's
I'm literally eating, and also I wasn't arguing with anyone. Random made an assumption and started arguing with me. I wasn't arguing anything.
There was a reason why you brought up Lamar, Ty. You can act as innocent as you want.
I ain't a lot, Random. I don't know if you have some things going on with you that you make these assumptions like on some real shit. Like this is weird. This is weird, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. This is weird.
If you said anybody else besides Lamar, I would.
So that gives you the right to make an assumption about something that I said that's not the case.
Ty.
I said it's not the case, nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
Ty, you can cuss at me all you want. There's a reason why you brought up Lamar. It's not just because he's polarizing.
Oh, whoa!
It's also because the other.
Random and all seriousness. No, random. All serious. If I say this is what my intention, that is my intention. In all seriousness, do not tell me what my intention is. If I tell you what my intention is, straight up. If I say this is my intention, I don't care how you feel. That is what I said.
Whatever you want to say.
I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. I don't know if you got some microaggressions going. I don't know if you got some microaggressions going on. I don't care.
You can add all these key buzzwords that you use. That's great, Ty. That's great.
Random. I want you to actually. So why are you so pressed about this? What
I am not pressed. You're the only person adding. Ty, you're the one adding microaggressions and trying to say there's something wrong in my personal life. You're the only person doing this.
What you started?
You're the only person doing this. You're the only person doing this.
Hold on,
Ty. I say this. Hold
on a second. Riddell.
What's up? What?
Enough.
Oh, my mic cut out.
Come on.
Did I start this combo?
Do this behind. No, you did it. Do this behind the
scenes. I'm so confused. I keep saying my intention. He says no, it's not. It's because he's black. I'm like, nigga, you're being weird.
If we're being honest,
come on, bro.
That conversation did happen. Lonnie started the combo. It's all Lonnie's fault. Let's be honest. I think all the energy.
Yo, that is true.
Lonnie.
And then he picked up his food.
We're instigating.
Let's move on, fellas. Come on.
Oh man.
Miles, this needs to be said. I wasn't the person who trying to make it come. No, he went personal, Ty. He went personal, Miles.
Nigga, you went personal. You said
I did not go personal.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Don't. No, you okay? So Ty, you said no, Miles. Then let me say this, and I'll be quiet. Okay, Ty, I get that you don't care how you mean, but that don't mean you get personal either. I didn't talk. No, Ty.
I should repeat. Please. I didn't hear you. I'm saying repeat.
Ty,
so what did you say?
Ty, I get that you don't care how I feel about this specific topic, but you can say this. I never went personal. I didn't talk about microaggressions. I didn't talk about my personal life. I didn't talk about none of that. I was never personal with you. So you got it.
All right.
You got it, bro.
All right.
Whatever.
We're stopping it.
Nasty as fuck, that was. That was nasty.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, let's move
We'll
on.
talk
Let's
about-
Let's go.
Nah,
Monty,
you can't tell me
I
how to
swear
feel
to-
about something.
You
Nah, we good.
instigate
Nah,
some
we
of the
good.
crazy.
No, hold on, hold on. I would say this one
arguments
time,
and
and also
crap.
Richard,
Nah, we
I
good.
love random, but even if that were the case, that was my angle, you can't tell me how to feel about it. You can't tell me what to bring up. I'll bring up what I want to bring up.
We gotta move on.
No, I'm just saying. If I want to bring it up, I'm gonna bring it up if I want to. And
Okay, Ty. Everybody else trying to move on. You brought it personal, so I want to address
move
it.
on then. So don't bring this shit up no more.
Don't get.
Don't
I'm
bring
trying
this
to move
shit up no more,
on.
be a lot of
You're the one who
problems.
keeps talking, so I'm gonna keep talking then, Ty.
Anyways, go ahead, Riddell.
That dumb shit, bro.
Anyways, go ahead, Riddell.
Okay. All right. Well, Lamar Jackson. See, if you would have won, we wouldn't have an issue. Honestly, it's all Lamar Jackson.
Randall had
See what you
issues.
did, Mark Andrews? You see what happened when you fumbled the ball?
Lamar, if you just didn't throw these
We
interceptions,
had an issue if Lamar was white, then it would be no assumptions.
Hey man,
You
do
know?
better. But hey, we got some culture in the championship. Like we got Jaden Daniels, we got Jalen Hurts, we got. I know people don't want to respect it. We got Patrick Mahomes. You know, 3 out of the 4 quarterbacks represent. Love to see it. Love to see it. And one of them is going to be the GOAT. So you love to see that even more. So with that said, shout out to the NFL playoffs. I think it's been pretty good. And these next 2 games should be very interesting. Do want to transition a little bit. Oh, actually, we'll talk about the NBA a little bit afterwards. We'll go into some more nerd stuff to kind of keep people engaged. How are people feeling about GTA charging $100 to buy their game?
I'm fine with it. It's coming around the corner of a new console generation. Games have been gradually going up every time a new console generation has come out. Before it was 60, now it's 70, etc., so on and so forth. If they're promising the biggest multiplayer experience ever, I'm completely comfortable with it being $100 as long as it's worth it. I'm of the ilk when I buy games. I usually buy Ultimate Editions anyway, so I'm spending the 100 regardless. So at least in my personal case, I'm not asking anybody to agree with me. I'm totally cool with it. I'm going to get the full worth of the 100. I'm going to play the game a shit ton, and it's fucking GTA. There's no way they fumble. Yeah, that's where I stand.
I'm kind of on the fence because, like you said, like first we all know it was originally like $50, then it got up to 60, 70. So like a $30 jump is kind of like out there, but at the same time, I understand it. If it's like new consoles coming out and stuff like that, then kind of justifies. My only problem is that like the video game world saying like, oh, like they want GTA 6 to set the norm. Because I'm sorry, every game after GTA 6 is not going to be GTA 6 level worthy. A bunch of these games are not going to be $100 worth of content. I'm also someone that likes the Ultimate Editions and things like that. So, but if like, well, I'm guessing what GTA 6 Ultimate Edition is probably gonna be like 130, 140 now.
150.
So that's when it gets kind of hefty. So, like I said, there's not a lot of IPs I feel like are worth it. Like maybe when the new Oblivion game comes out,
sure.
Maybe if they come out with another Red Dead Redemption, like something like things along those ilks, sure. But I don't think this should reset the market.
I agree.
Miles is right that the market is going that way anyway. The only thing I can say is be smart with your wallet, because no matter how much, especially me, because I talk about like bad DLC practices and things like that, which is ironically Dynasty Wars and the company behind it is really notorious for that. Just be smart with your wallet, and I'll say this for you, they better not. Miles, I believe you're right, but they better not fumble this and then still charge you $100 and say, well, there you go, because that's where I'm very passionate about this stuff, where I'm like, sure, sure that you're charging people this, but then it has to be worth it. I'll use Dynasty Wars again. Dynasty Wars is a full game. Like they don't need DLC. It's a full game. God of War is a full game. So that's why I'm just going to be like, give us a full experience, because we've seen that before where they try to do this, still charge you $70 and it's bad. But like, the only thing is I hope people are very vocal that they don't let this become a precedent, because just because GTA 6 is going to be $100, that don't mean Sonic Adventure 4 Battle Station or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it
That
is
might
going to
need
be
to be
$100.
That might need to be 100.
I'm just using that, or like
I got you. I'm fucking with you, Random.
Yeah, or Remnant 4, things like that. Not everything deserves to be $100, and the people have seen that they voted with their wallets about the things. Oh, if you're going to charge me $40, but you give me, like, Shovel Knight is not. When Shovel Knight came out, they didn't charge full price, and that is an amazing game.
It was
And that's
30.
why people bought the DLC and things like that. So just be smart with it.
So I'll rectify what I said earlier. As far as it being the standard, I'm not trying to say I'm an advocate for that. But for a game specifically like GTA, I think the $100 will be well worth. And the same way I'm hard on companies for doing wrong, I want to extend charity to the ones that do good, right? I don't think Rockstar's ever failed me. The only way they failed me is by not making more games, a series that I love, like Bully, shit like that. They don't make the mistakes. So yeah, I'll give them my 100 blindly. They have the track record that shows they deserve it.
Just stop buying Madden, Claudio. That's how easy it is. Y'all keep buying, because they're going to charge you $100 for Madden and 2K. I know
I'll retire. I'll put the controller down. I won't play anymore. I'm serious.
They're going to charge you. That's what they're hoping that GTA 6 sells like hotcakes, which it will.
It will.
But for Madden to charge you $100 for, they offer what, a 16th of what GTA is going to offer you at best.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy Madden. I got it from the Game Pass.
So I always get them on Game Pass.
2K, I'm done buying 2K. I'll be honest.
Hater.
It's just, my thing is, like, when it comes to 2K, in terms of playing like team versus team, I will always be good at that. Like, I will always be good at that. It's just I suck at building a mod player. I'm gonna be honest. I build some of the worst builds. I'm like, I know how to play the game, but my builds are trash, and I just be wasting money. So I'm not doing it. Don't worry. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I try to be this whiz, but nah. These people spend hours figuring out the perfect size. Like, nah, I can't be doing all that. That's too much. I'm good. But GTA 6, I mean, yeah, all the GTA games are fire. GTA 5 and GTA 4 have been like games that had replay value for like years. Of course, it made a whole wave with the role playing stuff. So I wonder if they're going to implement that again in GTA 6. But yeah, this game is going to have longevity. The expectation probably is it's going to be a game that people are going to play for years again, and then 6-7 years down the line. And when's GTA 7 coming out? So.
Well, I always thought GTA 6 was supposed to come out earlier, but Rockstar struck a gold mine with GTA Online. They were like, we don't need to make nothing for a while. That's why GTA 6, because y'all kept talking about GTA 6, but kept buying all them events and stuff that they kept making for online, so they didn't need to do nothing.
Especially when they have like a lot of the open source stuff like RP, where people are modifying the game. They can be cops, they can be soldiers, whatever they want in depth. There was a lot of community stuff that kept the game alive too. It was really like a one microorganism of itself. There's nothing like GTA 5 to me. I'm not gonna lie. As far as like an ecosystem of players, and how they're able to sustain this game for 3 damn console generations, I think it's nuts.
The only one I could compare it to is, I don't know if you ever heard of Mountain Blade, Miles. It's mainly like a medieval sandbox game where they just throw you in a game and what you do is what you do. So they came out, Warband lasted damn near 3 generations where people modded the mess out of it. And then Battlelord came out 2021 or 2020, I can't remember. And that one's just the same thing. Like, Miles, you could fight and take over the world. You could be a trader. Sure. You could mod the stuff and things like that. So that's another one with those big sandbox type of games where they just like, all right, create your character and good luck. We don't tell you nothing. Good luck. And that's also lasted a long time. People still play Warband to this day.
Sure.
Like,
hey man, shout out one thing. So I want to transition, kind of be all over the place on how we do this. I kind of want to get us very much engaged into the anime topics. So one topic or one activity that Lonnie actually suggested was doing kind of like a draft battle. funny enough inspired by Shonen Showdown because they're the ones who are pretty made that thing kind of popular. So we're gonna do a draft battle of our own, and I'm thinking of making it where there's gonna be two teams, team one, team two. And this is a Marvel Rivals edition, so there's going to be two Vanguards, two Duelists, two Strategists. You can draft any anime character. Since Ty doesn't play Marvel Rivals, I'm thinking, Ty, do you mind just hosting, directing everything, making sure we're all drafting and picking all the characters, moving that forward? Okay. So,
but sure.
All right, bet. So Ty will host because he's not familiar with Marvel Rivals, and then it will be two teams. I'm just gonna do it like this, and then it'll be me and Miles versus Lonnie and Random, and then we're gonna do the draft battle. So, yeah, go ahead, Ty. Navigate. Basically, the whole idea is we're gonna be drafting individual anime characters for these roles to create the best squad.
Wait, I watch anime though.
Do you know what these roles mean?
Bro, I'm not 5. I can explain it. Strategist, duelist. They sound pretty simple. What's Vanguard?
Ty, Vanguard, big nigga that get hit, whatever the case may be, create space for the team.
So,
Duelist, they in the field, they doing damage. Strategist, heals, buffs, etc.
So offense, defense, brains.
Well,
yeah, I want to be a part of that.
Defense, healers,
Mostly healing though.
healing maybe / brain. I don't know. They don't do a lot
support.
of support.
Just think support.
Are you talking about Vanguard?
No, strategy.
No, strategy.
Strategy like the healer.
Just support.
Okay. Hey. That's fine. Since it's the first one, I'll host. So Ty and Miles versus Lonnie and Random. Who can create the best squad out of these two teams? With that said, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. This will decide who goes first. Lonnie, pick a number.
7.
It's 7 on the dot. All right, you go first. Do you want to go first, or do you want to push it to them?
Wait, who are the team? What are the teams?
You and Random versus Miles and Ty.
Look, I want them to go first. I want to see what type of time we're on.
Okay. All right. Miles and Ty, you're up first. Who is your first character?
What you thinking, Ty? What category you want to go with first?
Let's go with duelist. Are we trying? Okay, so are we doing this like relative to their series or like just the best team? Like, so for example, if I pick like
all of anime.
No, I got you. But like, for example, if I picked, I don't know, Naruto as my duelist, right?
Right.
Because he's like top tier in this series, but you pick Goku who's not top tier. Do I win, or is it like because Goku's stronger, he wins? You feel me?
So the idea for the most part is it
saying.
doesn't necessarily have to be indicative to the verse itself. More so, it's going to be how all of them kind of work together and how they fit their roles in particular. They have to fit their roles, and you have to be able to argue it. Like if you just throw Goku duelist or Goku strategist, you better be able to argue Goku strategist, right? So,
I got you.
Yeah, and then we'll probably have the chat decide who has the better team.
All
right.
You guys first.
Who y'all want?
I guess that sounds. What you feeling, Ty?
Duelist, Vanguard, strategist. I low-key have a dual Vanguard in mind. I'll be surprised if nobody picks.
What you thinking, Miles?
I've been rewatching Black Clover, and I know you said you wanted to go duelist, but I was thinking about Charmy as a strategist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because her food.
She can heal her people up, heal herself, and then she can also defend herself pretty well. Switch the offensive. She has a lot of versatility outside of just keeping people up and healing them.
Real, she restores our mana too.
Interesting selection.
Is that
I
what
want to say one, but I don't want to give it away to them.
Charmy also can turn into the big Charmy, fight a little bit as well. Of course. You know, I'm gonna add my 2 cents, help you both teams out. I'm a neutral
No,
partner.
I got you, but well, I'm about to text you. Give me a second.
Right,
I'm gonna take 2 seconds.
Okay.
Random, I got the first one for us.
I just check your phone real quick.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So I was thinking Orihime because she can just reject all phenomena. That's crazy. That's tough. She can just like that. Like you can heal people. Any type of spell or anything like that, she can just reject it and revert. Like she can reject all phenomena. She can reject infinity, anything. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's tough.
Man, is she a better version of Invisible Woman, Loki?
Hey man,
If you don't say who I think you're gonna say, bro, I'm gonna be pissed at you.
I said Orihime.
Orihime, is that your final choice? You can't change it.
I'm down with the cause. I'm good.
Okay, Orihime is the first pick. Team, you know. Oh, let's get names.
Change that O to an I.
What'd you say?
Change that O to an I. Second O.
So,
Orihime, yeah.
Give me team names.
Man, we're Team Hero. There's 2 of us on Team Hero.
Oh, but Random's on Team Hero.
We'll accept your temporary betrayal, Random.
Right.
That's crazy.
Random, are you claiming Team Villain for the purposes of this?
Not really.
Okay,
I'm held against my.
That doesn't have to be your team name. You could just name your team name.
Yeah, no, but Ty, that was a good pick. My first strategist pick was gonna be Orihime. But my number 1 pick, Duelist, I'm going Reinhardt. Is that who you were thinking of, Random?
Absolutely.
Reinhardt.
They didn't give me a name. I'm giving them Team Villain. Reinhardt.
Yeah, or him is cool. Reinhardt getting right through that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Reinhardt. No matter what, he has answers for everything. You can't hit him with physical damage. You can't hit him. He can't be attacked by magic. Every damage, all damage he takes is absorbed and reflected. If he dies, he comes back. He can come back as much as he wants to. Like all different types of. He has basically every buff you can think of. If he touches a weapon, he's automatically a master with it. So he's cracked.
Does he be murking fools though?
Yeah, he's low key.
Does he be murking a lot of fools?
He's beyond broken. Like you
can be broken and not kill people.
Yeah, yes, he does.
He kills people. He kills people.
Because duelists gotta murk. They're gonna murk a lot. All right.
Okay. He's one of the strongest characters in anime, so he be doing his thing.
Okay. And yeah, drink more water. We're doing a Marvel Rivals anime edition. All right, Team Hero. What's your next pick?
What you thinking, Miles?
I'm about to text you.
And remember, I will not be deciding the winner. I'll give my suggestion on who I think is gonna win. But chat, y'all locked in. I'll be deciding. Vanguard, duelist, strategist. Just a reminder, Vanguards are more of a defensive capability, hold the team down. Duelists are the people that are going to go murk fools. They're the fighters, strategists, healers, supports. You want a well-rounded squad when you're going up against the other team. All right. What are we thinking? They're contemplating. While they're contemplating,
yeah, I like that. And then here's the Miles. Here's the second one. I was just
you check your Telegram money.
Oh, they're strategizing over there.
I don't know if that could be the 2.
Could he?
I'll go for yours first for sure. The one you pissed at for sure. Yeah.
I feel like they might. You know what? We're gonna rock with it. Okay. For Vanguard, we got Broly. He's big, crazy HP. He can run around, create a lot of space, a lot of chaos. And he actually can distinguish friend and foe. So he's not going to beat up on our guys. It won't pretty much have a berserking, hulking man throwing people around.
And his key continues to rise. It just increases.
He'll constantly improve. Yeah.
Yeah, he never gets tired. Like his key literally keeps going hot, getting stronger. So
okay, we got the big behemoth Broly for Team Hero for their Vanguard. Team Villain, who you got?
Choose one of those random.
All right. We cool with that, Lonnie?
Either one.
Hold on. Let me see what you said. Oh, we can save yours. To counter Broly, we're gonna put Saitama in Vanguard.
Saitama.
You want to talk about a dude who always constantly improves? We will. I don't think we'll ever see his limit, and he will definitely put down Broly before anything goes crazy. Because we saw what Gogeta did to him, and Gogeta only met that dude for like 20 minutes and almost murked him.
We saw what Saitama. That uppercut did.
Saitama, not Gogeta.
Hey, I think Saitama can pull off that uppercut.
That ain't gonna break his hand.
Literally.
Yeah, Saitama will break his hand.
He's gonna break his hand on Broly's chin, bro.
We talking about dude who was farting on Jupiter's rings, but yeah, he gonna break his hand. We got it, bro.
Yeah.
We got Saitama for Team Villain, a man that never feels like he takes damage. Okay, respect the pick. Team Hero, you're up next.
Oh,
all right.
I got a strategist.
While they contemplate their pick, I'm gonna let them do what they gotta do. I'm going to suggest everybody. Oh, I'm gonna say this. Mission Yozakura family manga is officially over. It is finished. It is done. And I personally think that the ending was good. Honestly, it's nice to say that Shonen Jump manga had a good ending.
Okay,
yes,
good ending?
Was good. Yes, I think everybody that I've seen commented said that it was good. I think we all unanimously agree it was a good ending. So, highly recommend checking out that manga. That thing is fire. Taiyo is the GOAT. Mutami and Taiyo have a great relationship, and it's just a fun ride. I think it's like 258 chapters. Very solid, lengthy manga. Go check it out. All right, Team Hero, are you up?
Yeah. For strategist, we're gonna go with Giorno from JoJo's Golden Wind. He has the ability to pretty much revert anything. He can revert cause and effect with a Golden Experience Requiem. Reverse all damage, reverse any event. Somebody dies, he can turn it back. He pretty much can manipulate whatever he wants, however he wants to do it. As well as the ability to control the environment, give it life. Just a lot of versatility, in addition to his healing.
All right, we got Giorno Giovanni or Giovinci. Giorno Giovinci. Giovanni
or Giovanna.
Yeah, that dude does get pretty broken at the end. So shout out JoJo's. Team Villain, who you got next?
So funny enough, yesterday I saw a video of like this guy combining anime abilities, and it was Giorno, and our strategist will be Yuha, because similar to Giorno, he can alter fates, realities. He can basically reverse things as well. If someone got hurt or someone got stabbed, he can choose the reality where that doesn't happen or that blade gets broken, things along that. And yeah, he can just fate manipulate throughout the whole match. So kind of Giorno on crack a little bit.
Okay, we got Yuha Bonk as a support strategist character. Interesting move. Team Hero, how would you like to rebuttal?
Yeah, Tom.
I would say, just to count out Yuha, Ichigo cuts through fate. Give me a duelist. Give me a duelist. He cut through fate. He cut through fate. Give me the duelist.
You know it.
Ichigo pulled up.
He had help to do it, pal. He had help.
No, he cut through fate.
It wasn't just him. He had help to do it. If you didn't have that.
Or you said he's not going to make it in time, but he's still somehow.
If that Bullbringer didn't help, that doesn't happen.
Or you said he won't make it in time. He still cut you out in half. So he cut through
The
fate to me.
Fullbringer doesn't mess with the past. That doesn't happen. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
man.
You should cut through fate, bro.
You better have that Fullbringer as your other duelist.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
All right.
The other one we posted in the Telegram.
Yeah. For our other Vanguard, we're gonna get the main man himself, Escanor.
All hail the sun.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to send you a duelist.
I also had another one in mind, but we'll just trade and then we'll see.
Shout out Ichigo being a fraud, man. Shout out. Hey, maybe the anime will fix it. Maybe he's less of a fraud in the anime. Maybe. We shall see. So Team Villain chose Escanor to round out their Vanguard squad. Now it's Team Hero's turn. Let me know if you need some time. All right. While they think that over, I'm just gonna bring other topics to the table. Another manga I suggest that I've been heating up. Ichi the Witch. I would say Kagurabachi is the number one new manga right now. That is Weekly Shonen Jump. The second best weekly new manga right now, I would say, is Ichi the Witch. And right now, they have a character that many people are going to love moving forward. She's the next Marileona. She's the next Yoruichi. Her name, I believe, is called Descarassa. And she is a fiend. And she talks her stuff. I'm a little spoilers for people while they keep on thinking what they're thinking. She's a mad lad. She talks ish. She talks smack. And she has full confidence. This is the character that are people going to lock people in for Ichi the Witch. She's her. Absolutely. So lock in. Team Hero, do you got your pick?
I was about to say Gojo told me. Ty brought up an interesting one earlier, and it was the main man Gojo, and kind of the ways he can kind of interact with Infinity. He can make some shields for people, uninteractable shields for people. He can do a lot. Very high damage as well. He can play around with different ranges. He's very, very fast. So while we have one tank that's barreling through, creating chaos, we have another one making plays and moving and taking advantage of the chaos. We're going with Gojo, man.
All right. We got
also his unlimited void gives you brain damage.
Good.
All right. They went Gojo. That infinite defense. How much is it going to help the squad is the question. Team Villain, how are you going to respond?
Random thought of this. It's low-key cheating because it's so good. We're going with Sung Jin Woo at Duelist. Oh, it ain't no 6v6 no more. It ain't no 6v6. Your ass is getting jumped. Mr. Orr himself. We thought Mr. Orr was Gojo, and then after you saw that third episode of season 2, we all know it's Sung Jin Woo. What can't he do? He's death itself. He has the army of the dead that he can replenish with his almost infinite pool of mana. He has dragons. He has crazy ass ants where the spray don't even work. And yeah, he's Timothy. I don't know what else to say. Like Sung Jin Woo's just Timothy. If you think Gojo's Timothy, then just times that by 2, and that's Sung Jin Woo. So good luck.
Right. Sung Jin Woo.
Yeah, the backline is in danger, and we're not even moving yet.
All you're gonna be hearing is "whoop that trick." Whoop that trick. So,
okay, Sung Jin Woo, the Shadow Monarch himself, is your duelist. Final pick, Team Hero. Final pick.
That's a good one, Miles. Let me think.
Save us, Lonnie.
I don't think they see that one coming.
For some reason, I've had that song "Pearl" stuck in my head. Do you guys know the song "Pearl" by Katy Perry?
Mm-mm.
I only know like 3 songs by Katy Perry, and
Katy Perry got bangers, boy.
Mhm.
You know, she got bangers. Pearl just stuck in my head. If you listen to Pearl, I feel like that melody will get stuck in your head too. It's a good one. It's a good one. Shout out Katy Perry. She hasn't done anything recently, but shout out.
Ain't she on wait. I know. Miles, hold on. Miles, not Miles. Sorry, Lonnie.
Oh, I'm about to say what?
That's it.
You killing me, Todd. Stop singing.
Lonnie. You see what I sent you?
No, listen. I see
killing me.
this meme that said, when I give advice, I end it with, I don't know, but just in case it ruin your life.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw the curveball.
Yeah, we go with it.
Yeah, our last duelist. You know, we could have somebody who's OP, who's broken, or we could have somebody who could make more of our already broken people. We're gonna go with Twice from My Hero Academia. Why not have 1,000 Orihimes, 1,000 Gojos, 1,000 Giornos, 1,000 Brolys, and multiply it a couple thousand times over?
All right.
I'll see multiple people at the same time.
He can.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Batman's Parade is the name of the move.
Team Hero picked Twice. And with that said, Team Villain, this is your final pick.
Go ahead, Brandon.
For our last strategist, we're picking Whis. Oh no, the Sandman's Parade just started. Rewind time. Mark Twice. Keep it pushing.
I reject.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what we do? Rewind time. Grab Reinhardt. Kill Twice.
Oh, and yeah.
I reject.
But then U-Haul cancels her reject. She doesn't do this. She goes like this.
Giorno. Then Giorno. I reject.
The tough part is Reinhardt just cuts through everything.
Yeah, I'm about to say Reinhardt just cuts through her rejection.
And then Giorno says, "Oh, none of that happened. Let's try again."
And then Saitama sneezes on everybody and they die.
Nah. Y'all really be highballing Saitama. He's not hanging with Broly, bro.
Okay.
All right. Well, now it's time for you guys to make your argument. Why is your squad better? And you gotta give me an argument on why they fit all their roles too. Who wants to go first?
They went first. They go ahead.
What you mean? If we went first the first round, y'all should go first in the second. That's just
Go ahead.
no. Y'all going. That's basic common courtesy. Go ahead.
We Team Villain. We ain't courteous ass.
I don't claim this.
I
don't claim this. Miles, I'm not defecting. I'm just letting you know that right now.
I got you. I still know where your loyalty lies.
Yeah, I'm held against my will.
Poll is up now. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go. So Saitama, the strongest of the strongest, only getting stronger every day. He's gonna be our front lines. He's gonna be the ones making space, blitzing, kind of like how a Hulk does it. He's jumping around, pushing. Escanor, that big brolic beefy guy, he's gonna be more kind of not like Captain America, but he's gonna be doing his thing, especially if it's high noon. It's GG's.
We're just
Reinhardt,
the ultimate at everybody.
Yeah, Reinhardt, the ultimate swordsman. You can't hurt him with physical damage. You can't hurt him with magic. All damage to him is reversed. He's a master of everything. If you defeat him, he can come back, kind of like how Adam Warlock can. But the thing is, he can come back as much as he wants to. So you might as well, if you kill him 1,000 times and he decides, I need to keep on fighting, that's what's gonna happen. Sun Jin Woo, death itself, army of the dead. He got healers, he got blitzers, he got tanks with him, he got dragons. He's an army with itself, and also without his army, he still got them daggers, he still got them hands. Also, he can heal too. Yuha can alter fate. Anything that they do, he can choose that that's not what happens. He can alter it. He can put things in his favor for every situation. Whis, remind time, that nigga. If Saitama can't one-shot Broly, Whis probably could. And anything else?
Whis just play with him. We've never seen Whis do anything offensive other than write that squiggle on Goku and Vegeta's outfits. Like we saw what happened when Broly at his best before Gogeta came in there, try to fight Whis and couldn't touch the dude at all in his berserk state. Couldn't touch him. Whis was just having a blast till Gogeta came back. So I like, and also the fact that just in case y'all dive on our backline, Jinwoo just gonna grab a couple of shadows, get our healers out of there, even though they don't need to be taken out of there. We're a very versatile team. Even if just in case you take out Escanor, we'll just have somebody right there to take care of that. I really like the makeup of our team.
All right, Team Hero, talk to me.
I'm gonna make it kind of simple. When we walked into this, we weren't thinking of what's the most broken person that we can possibly think of to choose to fill up these categories. Because there could have been a lot of more names we could have picked, right? We could have picked Sinbad, we could have picked Zeno, we could have picked all of these people. But I think the most important thing was picking characters that actually fulfilled the roles that were put in front of us. And I think we've done that with all of our characters. We have Giorno, whose main idea behind his character is he has the ability to enrich and bring things to life. He's more of a healer by nature than anything. Yes, he gains an overpowered ability to revert anything to zero, but that's not the core purpose of his ability. It's literally to give things life, give things power. It fits more in the idea of a strategist versus a Whis, where he can reverse time, but his actual purpose is to fight, punch things like that. He's not really a healer, so to speak.
He literally brought Frieza back to life, though.
I mean, sure, but we're gonna act like Whis is like a healer. You walk is like a healer or a support character.
Keep on going, and then we'll have another round.
Well,
they have support abilities.
We will have another round where you guys could tear each other's teams apart. So
sure. Next up, we have Orihime, a very capable healer. That's what she does for the majority of her series. It just so happens that she can reject anything. That's the way she heals. That's the way she's always healed throughout the series. There's not really any limitations to what injuries she can't reverse. It may take a little bit of time, but I think she fits the role perfectly. Twice, although he was established in the story to kind of be only able to duplicate himself and fight in that manner, he'd always been an attack type person. He'd be on the front lines on most missions, attacking, doing things of that nature. However, later on, as my hero developed and we got to see more of his skill set, he does have the ability to clone his team or members of his team, as long as he has their exact measurements and qualities of their body and mind. No reason why the team wouldn't allow Twice to do all of those things to fulfill the conditions. And we can basically thousandfold all the resources we have. So Giorno's healing and ability to revert things to zero, or Hime's ability to heal and reject everything. It multiplies upon itself thousandfold. We got Ichigo. Tai put it simple. He cuts through fate. All of the manipulation y'all got, all of the hacks y'all got, Ichigo's going to find a way to overcome. It's built in his character. Sure. We've seen him knock on Aizen's door. We've seen him knock on Yuha's door. Ichigo's busting right in. His main objective is to attack. Gojo, we've seen Vanguards flex roles, but the main thing that makes Gojo so strong is not his ability to use blue or red or mainly attack, but it was when he was able to reverse curse energy and heal, and when he was also able to maintain infinity, making it autonomous, him not having to think about maintaining it. That's really the core of his skill set. He's a defensive character in mind. Tai was saying in our text, in theory, he could apply that infinity on other people and extend that defense. I think that screams Vanguard. And then Broly, every team needs a berserker. If all else fails, fuck everything up. He'll run through, he'll cause chaos. It's hard to focus when 1,000 Brolys are running around, throwing gamma beams. He can project the shield for himself. He's really, really fast and mobile, big body. It'll just be a lot of chaos. I think our team actually fits the role of a team, and your team just picked whatever's on top of the meta.
All right. With that said, why does the other team suck? Y'all, if y'all want to debate it, talk about it, do it.
Like I said, Yuha can Yuha and Giorno, they're very similar. I just think Yuha overall is a stronger version. Orihime, like I said before, that was gonna be my number one strategist pick. I can't really get mad at Orihime like that. The only thing I could say is that if it's like Marvel Rivals, she's the least quick on her feet in this whole grouping. So Saitama or anyone on our team, if we get in the back lines, she's cooked. She can't react if she has no help. Escanor with his fire abilities and his versatility with the sun abilities and things like that, I think would definitely put a lot of pressure on them. Sun Jinwoo, jack of all trades. He has healers with him. He has tanks. He has buffs himself. He can heal himself. He's very versatile and can heal others as well. Who's the other one?
I'll pull it back up.
Yeah, forgot the list. Reinhardt, ultimate swordsman. He gains power throughout any situation. It's almost impossible to take him out. Kind of how like a really cracked out Mr. Fantastic is right now. If he's going, there's nothing you can really do. And Whis is that nigga. Revert time. So I know someone said in the comments like, oh, not really healing abilities. Reverting back to 0 is almost the same thing as like Orihime's reject. For rewinding things, then the damage didn't happen. So it's still like a support ability. And yeah, I just think that Orihime, in terms of offensive capabilities, she would kind of be like a Rocket Raccoon, how they're just there to heal. They can't give you no other type of value. Ichigo, if I put Ichigo and Reinhardt in the same room, and yeah, Gojo's Gojo, but I think like when it comes to like the overwhelming pressure that we could put on them, like he's gonna run out of curse energy eventually. He's gonna get gassed, and it's gonna be GG's.
All right. Any rebuttal, or are we good?
I threw my shots there in my explanation. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the final squad for me. Basically, I'm gonna give my opinion, and then I'm gonna reveal the results from. If you haven't voted by the time I'm finished, then it is what it is. So vote now. I think for the most part, when it comes to the Vanguard roles, I think for the most part it's a wash. I thought both of y'all had really good Vanguards: Saitama, Escanor, Gojo, Broly. It doesn't really. There might be one side leaning more than the other, but it's pretty much a wash. I'm not going to focus on it too much. Duelist, I will slightly give the edge to Team Villain with Sun Jinwoo and Reinhardt. Ichigo, obviously, I do think fits the duelist role very well, and I'm really focused on how well they fit their roles. Twice, not so much his ability is to enhance everybody else, so that I wouldn't really deem him much of a duelist in comparison to the other three individuals. Well, when it comes down to it, I think the biggest difference maker is strategist, and I'll be honest, I think Team Hero pretty comfortably wins this. I think their just roles are actual strategists. Whis, I don't think are strategists at all. They have an ability that could be used to support people. Whis are not using this to support people. So I think that would be the biggest difference in that one. So ultimately, by the slightest of margins, I'll pick Team Hero. As of right now, I am finished. The poll is done. And the winner, because my vote doesn't matter for that, the winner is 56% Team Villain, 44% Team Hero. Team Villain wins the first. Random Lonnie wins the first Draft Wars. That's what we're going to call this. I'm going to steal this name from someone else.
It was close, though. Like, your team was really, really... The synergy, as people were saying in the chat, was really
I have left with an understanding. That's all.
You just got to go overpowered every time.
Yeah, I'm not going to even.
Oh, man. But it was close. It was just one vote off. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get the spider fluid from Attack.
Was it really one vote?
Yeah, it was one vote. So, all right. With that said, we're gonna move on to the second activity. Then we're gonna move on to the main topic. We got some people defending Team Hero in the.
Cry about it. Cry.
All right. We're going to go to one of our favorite activities to do, a blind ranking for today. So, blind ranking. Did I accidentally erase my list? Am I selling?
Yo,
I might accidentally erase my list. Give me a second.
Come
In the
on, bro.
meantime, converse amongst yourselves.
So
Can we talk manga,
my-
or do you want to leave it for the end?
Talk about hey, I accidentally deleted. Lonnie, talk about your hatred for Sakamoto Days.
So it's not a hatred, it is a love. I love Sakamoto Days, the manga. Like I said last week and the week before, there were rumors about production and the quality was okay. And this is why I got mad, because like if you weren't reading Sakamoto Days and you don't understand the story, then you might not get where I was coming from. Sakamoto Days to me is like a B story. It's like Kaiju number 8. It's like a Demon Slayer in terms of like the level of quality of story. It's simple, but it's good. But we also know with like the panel and the fight scenes that like, hey, if it wants to be elevated, it needs an animation style that's gonna elevate the story itself. It's gonna need help from the animation to really clear, to really compete with Don to Don, Kaiju, and things of that nature. That's what the community's been saying in the past few years. Like, hey, it needs help from an animation studio that's gonna help elevate the story to greater heights. The animation that I saw from like the trailer was concerning, and episode 1 was okay. It was okay, which is fine, but like at the same time, the animation wasn't good enough to elevate the story. It was just satisfactory. Now the second episode came out. A lot of people weren't messing with it. As the critical scores were lower than the first episodes, a little bit boring. I kind of got a little tired watching it. It was like I watched it like 1:00 in the afternoon yesterday, and I got a little sleepy. It was kind of the animation was okay, except like it turned up for like a few minutes, and then it was just like whatever. So I'm not hating on it, but at the same time, is it animation style that can elevate? No. And I think Santos said that we've been getting spoiled, but at the end of the day, this is 2025 now. The standards of animation has risen the past few years, and so like Sakamoto Days being one of Shonen Jump's highest IPs, and you understand like how in terms of sales and popularity, like what it brings to the table, and how much we know anime brings in even more sales. You have to put in the money behind it, and you have to give it to the right studio to enhance it. I think I was saying like things like Wood Studio, the studio that made Zombie 100, like those type of animation styles would really enhance Sakamoto Days, and like that's just not what I'm saying. I'm still gonna wait until like we see the Boyle fight and things like that, see how they turn up. But it just might be an okay anime, and that's okay at the end of the day. But it's not what I want, of course. But it is what it is. Second episode was kind of mid.
Maybe I'm different because I haven't read Sakamoto Days, at least not as much as like you have. I enjoyed the second. I thought it was cool. Like I thought it was cool, but looking at the animation studio that has it, they're not known for really out of box animation, except for it's called TMS Entertainment. They're the ones that have like Case Closed, Dr. Stone, Blue Box, Undead Unluck. Other than Blue Box, which Blue Box is a slice of life, so you have to bring great animation to slice of life, or else you know what I mean. So other than that, I think they do great work. They also hold the rights to the Lupin franchise, and they do great work with that. I'm not gonna be like where I think we're spoiled, but I just think it's there's nothing wrong with the animation being all right. I didn't fall asleep. I enjoyed the episode, but maybe it's different because I'm not as locked in as other people. But I thought it was a good episode. I think people either had such high expectations that they're hurting, they're rating the episode lower than what it actually is because of their expectations instead of what the show actually is. Like then, if anything, get mad at Shonen Jump for letting TMS get the contract or the rights. when they could have gone to somebody else and given them the rights. But I think TMS is doing a great, I'm not saying great job. They're doing a good job. They're doing a good job with it. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing.
Yeah, right now, it's just like it's okay. Like I'm gonna watch it. I'm not like hating on it. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's okay. Like it's not something that's it's not gonna elevate it. So it's just gonna be okay. It's gonna be like a good, solid Shonen Jump story, and that's okay. I was hoping for like some crazy John Wick stuff with this. Was like, if it's okay, then it's just okay. Do I like it? No. Do I think it could be? If it had Kaiju number 8 animation, do I think it would be a lot better? Yes. Do I think if it had Don animation? Yes. And like the numbers, like they sell around the same, so like you would expect to get similar treatment, but it is what it is.
Oh, their catalog is extensive. They did Sonic X, Miles. They did Sonic X. They did Megalobox, which go back and watch Megalobox. Megalobox is fantastic, but nobody ever said it's cutting edge animation.
Yeah, my thing is like Sakamoto days for me. I'm not the biggest like highest person on Sakamoto days. The only thing I think about it, I don't think too deeply about the story. I think it has good characters, interesting characters. I think it has interesting characters and amazing fight scenes, like top tier fight scenes and choreography. So if I know that the crux of what makes this great is the choreography and the fight scenes, and I know that we haven't hit a fight really yet, I'm not too upset. Like I still have a lot of faith because the first major fight, I've already said this, is when Sakamoto fights the hard-boiled guy. If that is not top tier anime, like put your budget in animation for, then I have no hope. But I have faith that they realize that this story is the crux of this story will be the fight scenes. They'll lock in for those. Everything else is kind of meh. So it's like you don't need to go crazy in the animation.
Yeah, like right now it's meant like I'm waiting for that fight to be like, all right, whatever. But like so far it's cool, like, and it's been rated as average, which is like what I feel like I'm watching. It's average anime right now. So like 7.5s. So
yeah, it's touching the surface too. At the end of the day, for Sakamoto days, got to learn more, figuring out who the characters are. And Sakamoto hasn't done anything crazy yet. The big Hitman stuff is once some of the real threats start coming after his life, then it starts turning up for sure. And I like the story now because it went in a crazy turn for when you found out what's happening with the main villain. That twist, after that twist, I thought the story was cooking. Everything else is still like it's solid, it's good, but I don't think it has like the most like crazy narrative, and it doesn't need to be a good Shonen Jump series.
We'll see.
But yeah, for the most part, Kai, if I had to explain it for Sakamoto days, actually, Ty, since you like Sakamoto, you're a big Sakamoto days guy, right?
Yeah, I enjoy Sakamoto days.
How would you describe the story for Kai?
It's about the greatest assassin in the world falling in love and dropping his career for family. And the hook is that he was the coldest assassin ever, but when he started a family, he got out of shape and got really fat. But he's still tough. And that's like part of this. I think that gag is really interesting.
Yeah.
So
he's also raising other people's kids because that lady can't feed her kids. You got to call Sakamoto to do it for some reason.
Side note: his wife toxic as hell. His wife his wife is super toxic. He's gonna tell me like, "Oh, I don't want you killing anymore. Let me jump off this building or bridge or whatever, so you can catch me, so you know that what it's like to save somebody." You toxic. You
know what she said?
But a lot of people you like toxic girls.
I do. That's why real recognize real. That chick is toxic.
I mean, go ahead. You know what she said right when they legitimately survived. It's like, you see how that felt when you jumped off because you cared about me so much.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And I'm like, so we just never gonna talk about this. And then immediately she's like, if you go back to killing, I'm gonna divorce you. She's emotionally manipulating this dude.
I mean, she doesn't want him to kill. I mean,
I think it works. I mean, yeah, which I think is pretty holding him accountable. I think is real.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm cool with that, but like, you could have walked down the stairs. You could have walked.
Yeah, but she also knows he's the greatest.
You gotta be
She doesn't know that
dramatic.
he has like super, like as far as I know
Here's
from
the
that
thing.
situation, she just knew that he killed people. She didn't know like he was like a superhuman. She jumped off like that 30 feet, like 30 feet.
I think
first.
the fact that he wasn't as gentle, I think she could tell this nigga was a superhuman. I think that I don't know how long she dated this nigga to realize until like I'm pretty sure she's aware. That's why she jumped off. She knew he was gonna catch her. She knew that, but I think also it being a gag series, it's okay because it's like it's dramatic, it's over the top, it's ridiculous because it's a gag series.
Yeah, a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
Like she's seen him do a lot of odd. She's seen him cut like the leaves of a tree in like 2 seconds. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like, she knows that dude. He's different. He's different.
And also, is it as interesting if she did anything other than that? I don't think so.
Facts.
Yo, if I have to run on a wall going down to save my chick, so just because she wants to prove a point, she got it, bro.
W wifey, man. She knew she trusted her husband so much. She did this. But I remember now. That was a good conversation. I'm glad I didn't remember, so we could talk about Sakamoto Days a little bit. But blind rankings, most gifted anime characters edition. So this is a blind rankings of characters who are naturally gifted, and basically who you think is the best out of this list. All right, first name up, Nagi.
Relative to a series,
I'll
is
go
he
5 or 6.
is he the
I
most
thought they
gifted?
said. I thought they said he was the most talented. He just doesn't care.
Yeah, isn't he the most gifted in Blue Lock?
Yeah.
So like again, like relative to that series,
At the same time, is he
Like
really
four?
that much more?
This is not Blue Lock. This is all anime.
I know, but I'm saying that's why it's so weird. I mean, Blue Lock can only obviously if you're like a mutant, you can be more talented. But I'm saying relative to that series, he's like the top tier.
Like
That's
if
what
he
I'm
had,
I'm thinking prodigies, and when I'm thinking about prodigies, he's lower on the list. I'm going like 5 or 6.
All right, let's go 5.
5. Okay, we're going 5 for Nagi from Blue Lock. Next one up, Itachi.
See, that's higher than.
You see, now I'm confused.
What's
In
up?
the context of Naruto,
We're talking about like prodigies, though. Like it's. He's
But I
technically-
don't know how I could rate them. I don't know how I could put Itachi or Nagi over one or the other because it's not like power or something else like that. Irrespective to their worlds, they're like at the top.
Yeah, who do you think is a
like
better?
prodigies? Itachi is higher in like the Naruto versus a prodigy. Like he had the second highest ever. No, he has the highest graduation score because he beat out Minato's score. He was a Jonin at like what 9 or 11.
okay, but
Yeah, like Lonnie. Let me
But Lon-
explain. Lonnie's hitting it right on the head. Is how well they fit the portrayal of a prodigy gifted character.
yeah, but okay, but Lonnie, in 6 months, Nagi's playing with some of the best.
he never played
Young-
something before.
Yeah, some of the best young sports like soccer.
And at like
soccer
5 years
players on
old,
the
Itachi
planet.
was killing ninjas in the war. Like, what do we like?
Yeah, but there's
there
not,
are a
it's
bunch
not a
of
ninja
ninjas
He
doing
never
that,
played
though.
before.
There are
he was a
bunch of ninjas that
child.
do that. But
He's not a
yeah,
ninja.
Yeah, but Nagi never played before. It don't matter if you're a child or not. 6 months ago, 6 months we were getting ready for we're getting ready for August. Nagi was just a kid. He was just going to school. Somebody
playing
kicked
video
a
games. Yeah.
yeah, somebody kicked a soccer ball toward him, and now all of a sudden he's one of the best in the world.
Think about that for a second. Imagine we took a high schooler that never played basketball, and now they looking like
He looks like LeBron. He's like
they're
LeBron.
they're like a Wimby prospect.
They're a 5-star prospect. They're a
Yeah.
5-star
Yeah.
prospect.
It's like for not for just college, for the league. Like
Yeah.
a dude that played, because Nagi is going to be a professional, minimal train, less than a year, really, and he's about to be one of the best professionals in the world. Like I can't imagine a 16-year-old play 6 months and like this dude could be like probably an all-star in the NBA his like right now. That's crazy. That would be insane.
Also,
Didn't
he's still-
Itachi have like Hokage level intelligence at 12?
They say he thought like Hokage. So they
Yeah,
said
he
like
was-
but
'cause
Itachi
somehow
was-
he was empathetic. It was more about
Yeah,
how he
yeah,
was empathetic to
yeah.
the situation in the war and how he assessed it. It wasn't his
Yeah.
intelligence.
But the thing, okay,
You want to
but
put
that's-
Itachi lower than Nagi?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
yes,
that
I
I don't
do.
think. I mean,
because that'll be like okay, you take Shikamaru when he's 16, and all of a sudden he's one of the best ninja out there. and he never picked up a kunai before.
Terrible. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying you take random you take random person in the Leaf Village, and he picks up a kunai when he's 17, and he's one of the best in 6 months. He's one of the best ninja.
Level. He's one of
the best to ever fucking like put on the fucking sandals on. Like,
yeah, I got Itachi below.
Or people are saying that he has the potential to be Hokage.
Yeah,
because people say Nagi has the potential to be the best in the world. So they're saying in 6 months, this dude Itachi wasn't like that. Itachi wasn't
at 5 years old. Remember the scene where he's giving people water.
Let me finish. I'm saying within 6 months of his ninja career, he was not Kage. He was not a Kage prospect. That's what I'm saying. Nagi is a best in the world prospect.
No, I'm not. Look, obviously, I haven't seen everything.
5-year-old Tachi one shot an adult. I'm just saying. I don't know
but Nagi scoring goals with professionals, and he.
When did he start his ninja training? When he was like 2? Like how long do you think he was?
Nagi didn't start training. Nagi didn't start. Not okay until we figure out everything. Nagi never did anything athletic until Rayo saw him. And then that's when he started like running and doing all the stuff to be a professional soccer player. Like he never did anything other than just being a child, just being a kid until he met Rayo in high school.
How about this? You want to put Itachi just one above Nagi? I'm not opposed.
You put Itachi below. Put Itachi at 6. Then put Itachi at 6.
I mean, no. Wait, hold on a second. I can compromise
because I this is what Jaquan said it. If Nagi started soccer at 6. He'd be fucking Loki. He'd be Loki right now.
He'd be better than Loki.
He'd be Loki. He might even be better than Loki. Yeah.
He'd be better than Loki.
So we saying Itachi's at 6
or 7, whatever.
Or 7? 7?
Oh,
no, I don't know about all that.
6.
Okay, 6. Okay. All right. So Itachi's at 6. Interesting. Next up, Gojo.
I was just about to say, when does Gojo come in? He's top 2 or top 3. Like he is literally, bro was born and niggas like, shoot, we can't rock no more.
So like people I would put ahead of Gojo, like Yorichi from Demon Slayer, Sinbad maybe.
I put Yorichi ahead.
Yeah, Sinbad, Prodigies.
But I mean, think about it. Gojo, the way that he has his 6 eyes, like he has the great, like no one ever could do what he does as far as the 6 eyes and the limitless.
He had an ancestor that had the same thing.
No, he had an answer with the 6 eyes, but not using the limitless the way that he did. Is what I'm saying.
Oh crap, Kai. So the initial list I've created, Yuto was actually the one I forgot, not Gojo. But I said Gojo, so it is what it is. Yuto was actually supposed to be here, not Gojo. But yeah, I already said Gojo, so it is what it is.
I think because the 6 eyes helps you use the limitless, but I think that the answer just had the 6 eyes. I don't think he said he had the limitless.
Because I remember when he was talking about with Megami, like the guy had 6 eyes and limitless, and the other guy had the 10 shadows, and they fought.
I know that, but I'm almost certain he just said 6 eyes.
Either way,
Sorcerer Born with
it's like a once in a lifetime type situation. So
yeah.
Also, he's by far the strongest in his era, like not even close.
Yeah. So do you? Because I'm not putting him in front of Yorichi. What about Sinbad?
I mean, are they on this list? We know.
Yeah. We have to guess. We have to use Riddell brain. He might try to say Yuno's going at 7. If that's the case.
Loki. And that's not even hate. That's not even hate, really. Like, but
Gojo at 3.
Yeah, I'll say 3 because like remember they were only meant to jump into the Sukuna fight until they were stronger, until Gojo was weak enough for them to jump in. So essentially, when he was weaker than them, and he had brain damage, he had all this stuff. He was still way stronger than them. That's kind of crazy.
All right, Gojo at 3. Next up, Toshiro.
From 7, bro.
7.
I love Toshiro, man. 7.
Toshiro's at 7. Next up, Bakugo.
4?
Yeah, he'd
I
have to
think
be.
4. He has to be 4.
He would be at 6, but he's 4 here because we only have no spots. I will put him at 6 though if we could.
All right. Next up, Black Star.
Black Star's fire.
Tough.
But I don't think he's not over Gojo though. He's not over Gojo.
But we have put him at 2. Just put him at 2.
Yeah, I'm just saying he just up 2. You know something funny? We always say the high spots. We need to say these low spots more.
Hey man. So with that said, the current list, the most gifted anime blind rankings. Number 7, Toshiro Hitsugaya. Number 6, Itachi. Number 5, Nagi. Number 4, Bakugo. Number 3, Gojo. Number 2, Black Star. And Lonnie, you are so hilarious. Number 1, Yuno.
That's crazy.
You mother. You mother.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all left number 1 open, so don't be mad at me.
You're a rat bastard for that.
Don't be
You
mad at
saved
me.
them for last. We can be mad at you.
Hey, y'all should have left 1 open. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You guys
I called it too. I was like, yo, you know Yuno's on this damn list.
Hey man, so these are most gifted anime blind rankings.
Aki still clears Cook.
So with that said, shout out the blind rankings. All right. With that said, let's dive into our main topic. One big conversation topic that happened last episode is we were discussing what it would be like being in the in certain anime characters' lives. So basically, we're going to be discussing what it would be like, what would we do, and what they did. Was that stupid? So I got a whole list of characters based off what people said in our Discord. So with that said, make sure you guys go to our link tree and go to our Discord to join. You guys can go participate in the community survey. You guys can talk to us, all that good stuff. Go over there, link tree, join our Discord. Very easy to join up. And all of these characters are from that Discord. So we'll dive right into this. All right, first name up. Subaru. Got a little description. I also what I did for the descriptions, I decided to use some AI technology. So I basically was like, "Hey, AI, I have all these characters. Give me a description on what it would be like to be in their world, all that, blah, blah, blah." And these are the descriptions they gave, and it was actually pretty good. So shout out ChatGPT. A regular guy transported to a fantasy world who faces constant death and suffering due to his ability to return by death. His main issue is overcoming despair while trying to save those he cares about. What would it be like being Subaru? Let's talk about it.
All your minds would break. Don't even cap. All your minds would break. All your minds would break.
What's he trying to accomplish?
Oh my god.
He still, so even now, he still doesn't know why he still doesn't know. Okay, let me get. So how he was isekai was he literally went to 7-Eleven to get chips.
Was it truck cone?
No, he walks out of the 7-Eleven. He blinks his eyes. He's in the world. He's in the world. Just on the street. He's just on the street in the world, still holding. At least he kept his chips from the 7-Eleven. But that's it. Like his every isekai character has a special ability, that helps him be OP. His, like you said, his ability is just that he just keeps coming back like Groundhog Day. He dies. He feels every death. The thing about him is that he's incredibly mentally strong. He's not OP at all. He ain't never squaring up with somebody and win that fight. He's untalented. He has a sword. He's untalented. He just can't figure it out. He's just a regular dude who gets through the story by dying a lot. I'm sorry. Y'all can say.
I'll say this.
Y'all are dying.
I somewhat disagree with you because he grew to be mentally strong. The first few deaths were fucking him up so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Also, his personality and overall intelligence is so low, that's at least got him killed 4 or 5 different times in the first season, just by his personality and his stupidity. I'm not as much of an obnoxious asshole as Subaru, especially in the beginning. So Rem is not gonna murk me just for being a dickhead like he was. I'm not gonna be as snoopy and like as in people's shit as he was either. So I'm not dying then either. I'm also not gonna act super fake, which makes everyone think that I'm a spy and die like that either. So like he died like a bunch of times to like would I die at least half or 60-70% of the ways that he died? 100%. But there's a good chunk of it where it was like his personality and his stupid decisions and his obsessiveness with his situation led to some of his deaths. You're not gonna be as obsessed as he was with a chick. None of us are.
Oh, we ram and we leave him, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're not as thirsty as him, so we're not gonna be putting ourselves in some of these same situations.
Go ahead, Miles. I know you're the other guy who's seen ReZero.
Listen, man. I don't know what he got going on. Forming attachments, falling for people. I'm moving in that world with the understanding. Well, after the first death, of course, or the first couple, I'm not gonna act like a hard ass. But once I realize I'm gonna keep coming back, from that point on, it's gonna just be with me moving, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out of this and stop this. I'm not gonna be trying to make any ties with people. I'm not falling in love. We got to get up out of here. And every death is just gonna be a learning experience toward getting out of here, not towards me picking a girl and falling in love. I could care less. I'm trying to get out, and that's it.
So the only thing I'm gonna add is, I think he's a 17-year-old kid. When I was an asshole as a kid, I was not that much of an asshole when I was a kid. When I was 17, okay, but like
his people skills just
his people skills are horrendous. He's absolutely horrendous.
That's people skills got him killed like 2-3 times in the first like 5 episodes.
And I'm not gonna lie, and I think that's the difference between like him and like real life. That Japanese media kind of hyperbolizes how immature like a 17-year-old really is.
That's the question.
Sure.
Is there any scenario where he can just kind of chill out, or is there impending danger that he has?
There's always, like, for instance, the whale that he fights at the end of the first season. He needs to kill that whale. That whale will destroy everything. They're also, the people are trying to get Amelia, and if Amelia dies or gets taken, Puck destroys the world. So there are things that he has to accomplish, no matter what. Right. Like Miles, I agree with you. I'd be like you, man. I'd be laying low. But after like the 5th time of dying to Puck, if my mind hasn't broken yet, I got to figure out why this giant cat monster thing keeps killing the world, or killing me, especially. Let alone you got to avoid the bunnies, because the bunnies are still running around. And I know it sounds crazy, but they're like an Avengers level threat. They're one of the 7 disasters of that world, and they eat everything, whether it's wood, snow, people, like, because
they multiply nonstop.
And they multiply nonstop. That's why they spent damn near most of the second season finding a way to wipe that out of existence. So there's things that you have to take care of, because you have to save the world, or you have to stop those calamities from happening. Let alone, you can't tell nobody that you return by death, because I still don't like it.
Oh my God. Reason,
yeah. What?
I looked up the bunny. Ew.
They eat them alive, man.
That looks gross.
So if he dies and he returns, does he return with his knowledge and his skills from his past life?
Yes.
So he doesn't really keep any skills, because he doesn't really learn. He just keeps
the knowledge
and
of it.
That is my issue, right? If you are, he's immortal. Let's be honest, he's immortal. He can't die. So at that point, you got to become. At that point, it's time to become a dog, and to the most extreme extent. Now, I'll be honest. I don't think anybody can retain their sanity living Subaru's life. I, for the most part, probably would become an evil overlord that will take over everybody and kill everybody. Not gonna lie, because
that's a route. That's a route that happens.
Hey, so
it's one of the routes.
There's actually a character that I won't say his name, but one of you guys will experience this character in the future, who basically becomes what I just said. But at that point, when the world is kind of killing you so much, at that point, I'm becoming a dog, so that world can't keep on killing me. Or I'll find a way to kill myself forever so I could stop dying.
Kai, yes, he does improve. But like I said, like, he tries to become a swordsman, the first part he gets called out because he's not really putting his all into it, and then when he finally does, he's a shit swordsman. He can't fight like that. So he really uses his smarts and him remembering how he died in all these situations to make it through. But like you said, there's a part where Maoji saw in an episode where he just ends up he goes insane and he can't even leave bed. He just freaking his brain breaks. And that's basically one of his deaths. So he does try, but he's just a regular dude who doesn't get the magical. He does get one, but it's pretty shitty. He just makes a scroll screen. Yeah, he's not him. But sorry, Ty.
I mean, he also has that punch now. He has that magic punch from his stomach.
No, I was just trying to figure out.
They don't do much.
If he could just, go chill out somewhere.
He can't.
I mean, in one of the paths in the light novels, he does do that, and then the whole world ends because he didn't do nothing. So
and he just goes back to the part.
Wait, question: if the world ends, he's gonna die and come back. Where will the world?
He resets to whatever. It's almost like a save game. So like you go back to the checkpoint.
So there is one.
He basically lived He basically lived a life. He had 2 kids, dies, all that shit gone.
That's tough. I think for the most part, the consensus is that all of us would do better than Subaru, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. People skills also. I feel like a lot of the stuff he does eventually figure out what people want in life, or like what people's goals are, and then you figure out how to manipulate it to his favor and stuff like that. But it takes him a long time to figure that stuff. So I feel like we would all do better than that. So. We would all die, but there are some deaths that he goes through that are just unavoidable.
I'm about to say, if here's what I would do. I don't know how long he gonna live, but if I could somehow live to about my 50s or 60s without anything happening, it's probably not possible. You said he had a family. I don't know how old he was. Maybe 40.
No, he dies of old age.
It was like a few years.
I thought he died of old age, and then he just comes back.
Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is, was in that timeline, was there conflict he had to resolve, or he just lived a normal life, died of old age, and came back?
He ran away. So him and Rem went somewhere. They opened up a little store. Had a whole family.
Okay, cool. Here's what I would do. This seems like the only way out. I would run away, live a normal life as normal as I can, start a family, and then somehow maybe cook up something in a lab that I can take my own life peacefully, and then restart. And I'll just keep doing that. Like that's the only thing that seems reasonable.
Damn,
I will look up. I'll for sure look up like why I keep on reviving. That would definitely be one thing I'll be doing.
You would accept your fate, Ty?
Yeah, I would accept it. But if I could find, I'll research. Okay, what are some painless ways to die? Once I get old and have my family, and I'll restart. That's just what I have to do. Not I'll be, what I'm saying, when I get my wife, I'm like, wow, I wonder what my wife, my next life gonna be like.
It'd be like,
remember, like, I
get to argument, I can't wait.
I'll just keep restarting and just.
Bro, I was Loki, you can live so many different types of lives too, since you just keep on resetting. Like, I just lived this life, now I'm gonna live this life. You know what? I'm gonna be a hoe my entire life. Now I'm gonna restart. Now I'm gonna have a family.
That sounds exhausting.
I would make a choice. I got the perfect because I don't want to relive everything. I'll restart. My check won't be the beginning of college because college is amazing. I would restart freshman year of college, and that would be my checkpoint. And then I'll live my life out and restart. Just keep restarting right there.
He doesn't get to choose his checkpoint though.
No,
but he can't choose it.
Oh, because there's sometimes like when he progresses throughout, or he like accomplishes something, but then something bad happens after, and he's just like, "Oh, but if I die, then I can just do everything I just did and fix it." He dies, and that's not where he starts off anymore. He's just like, "Oh shit."
So like when Rem basically gets wiped from existence, like she ends up meeting an enemy who wipes her knowledge. So her body's still there, but she's basically like this eternal slumber. But the problem is nobody knows who she is. Nobody remembers anything about her. He's the only one that does. So he freaks out, obviously, and he kills himself to go back to before. The problem is he just goes back to right after Rem gets killed.
I ain't gonna lie.
So he's just stuck there.
If I don't like my checkpoint, I'm cooking up that lab. Like, all right, we're gonna start this over.
I'm gonna keep waking up at the same spot. It's all determined on the. Her name's Satella. I forget which she is. She determines the checkpoints.
Oh, cool.
She determines your champion.
If I know who she is, we
He can't. She's not technically alive. She's not technically dead. She's like in another plane of existence.
I don't care. We still working. It's possible. If I can, if I'm doing the impossible by keep on coming back to life, it's possible I can.
I wonder because when he finally meets her in season 2, like she allows it to happen, and she's like, one thing about her, she's very patient. She's willing to wait until you finally acquiesce to what she wants you to do. So if that means you gotta die a million times till you finally give up, that's what's gonna happen.
Last caveat, like you can't talk about the power that because she gave him the power, he can't talk about it. Every time he tries to say like, "Oh, I can come back from death," it's like she's squeezing at his heart.
She can just kill him anytime she wants.
Oh well.
This man does have a terrible life, not gonna lie, but I would still do better. Stand by it. Business. All right, let's go to the next character. A weak and overlooked hunter who gains immense power through a mysterious system. His key challenge is balancing his growing strength with the responsibilities and dangers it brings. Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling was a nobody, the weakest of the weak, and then he becomes an absolute dog. What do y'all think?
I would never tell anybody that I would never show anybody my powers. I would have never done that.
I would when I'm too strong for niggas to handle. That's what I would do. But no, at the beginning, I think would probably be the roughest for me because that's a lot of workout and cardio, especially every day. I would have been like, bruh, I probably would have accidentally got murked in like the whole penalty thing because I would have been like, yo, let's just see what happens. Knowing my ass, I would be like, yo, let's just see what happens. And I'm not running through that desert all damn day. I would have just been like, whatever. Take me, like Jesus, take the wheel. But no, I don't think I would do as good as Sun Jin Woo because he was a dog, but I would definitely try to get as strong as possible. If I feel like I'm stronger than any S tier out there, it's Lonnie time. Yeah. So
yeah,
this fool gonna destroy the planet.
I want Lonnie for the most part. After I develop my power and everything, I feel like I'd be a lot more callous. As far as being more developed than Sun Jin Woo, I feel like he's like, from what I've seen so far, he's really min-maxing that system to the T. I'm not sure if there would be any way where I could outdo what he's currently doing with it, but get powerful, hell yeah. And yeah, I'm causing chaos. I'm not trying to be strategic. I don't want to just grow stronger for peace. I'm trying to take everything.
I feel like Miles would be the best one in the situation, Sun Jin Woo, out of all of us. I feel like Miles would probably do the best.
I'd be chilling, man. I'd be grinding dungeons. I would have never worked with the construction dude. He can do his own thing. You're not good enough. I would have just been power leveling.
I would have definitely talked to the healer. Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, hey, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Me and you, we together now. Why not?
Yeah, straight abandons her. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I will abandon her too. Dead weight.
For what? She is
dead weight. Dead weight. Like, get up.
She saved his life how many times?
Your sister is dead weight, and
that's the old Lonnie. That's the old Lonnie. We up now.
No, he's one of those. He's one of those. He gets a little
terrible.
He gets one of those. I think the most part when it comes to Sun Jin Woo, it's the will and the grind, and it really helped that he was a nobody, so he had that kind of tenacity to want to keep going despite him being the worst of the worst. And I respect that grind, especially if you know you have the ability, like the tangible ability right in front of you. You just got to work at it to become stronger. No, I'm locked in for that. I think that that is something that I'll 100% be locked in, especially if I can be the guy. I'll be 100%. Guaranteed the guy. You just got to work at it. Guaranteed. It's different from like playing basketball. You can't guarantee you're going to be the guy. There's going to be a guy that's 7'6", like Victor Wembanyama. But in this system, if you understand it, if you work at it, if you understand the intricacies and you have the will, you can guarantee yourself to be that guy. Now, the only difference between me and Sun Jin Woo probably would be like how they interact with the God characters at the end, like what his decision that he made at the end. I don't know if our decisions would be the same on how we handled that situation. Because what he did. Oh, this is a little spoilers. Who's not caught up with Solo Leveling?
I'm not, but I don't care.
Ty, you caught up?
I am not.
All right, do you want to hear this? The spoiler. This is the ending. This is the ending spoiler.
Oh, okay. I'll turn my volume down.
You know what? I won't say it because some people were watching the anime. I won't say it, but I won't say what the spoiler is. But all I will say is he makes a very interesting decision, a very thought-provoking decision that I respect a lot. I don't know if I would make the same decision, but that would be the biggest difference between us.
Yeah, I don't know if I would make that decision either. It just seems
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I definitely respect the fact that he did it.
I do too. And it was just it was the best decision to make, but it required a lot of sacrifice. But if you succeeded, and he did, so you know, it was a good decision. But shout out Sun Jin-woo, man. You gotta be him. And you gotta be him, absolutely.
Is it like fate of the world type of decision? Or is it personal just to him?
It's technically a little bit of both, but it's more fate of the world.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. Next character up. A powerless but determined hero who fights against overwhelming odds to protect people. His main issue is overcoming the lack of strength to remain a symbol of hope and courage. If we were Moomin Rider, would we continue being a hero in the One Punch Man world?
Man, I'd be a B-class hero as soon as possible.
Moomin Rider is a bot.
Like I get it. Ain't no way I'm still doing weekly. If I have to be a hero, ain't no way I'm still doing weekly quests. I'm B-class, and that's it. I've reached my limit. But I'm getting a little paper from the Hero Association, and that's it. I'm not doing weekly quests and hope that my special power is that Saitama comes saves my ass all the time.
Think about what it took for him to get to B class, man. I'm doing all of whatever. What's the lowest class? It's C, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Groceries, helping the old lady across the street, walking the dog, shoveling the snow. Listen, man, I don't know what he's trying to prove. I don't have nothing to prove. If I truly know my limitations are C, there's no way I can get above that. Bro, you got to just know when to quit. I'm quitting. I'm not going to be like him getting beat up by all of these crazy strong monsters and demons. I'm just not.
But the only thing was he turned down the promotion to B class multiple times, we heard in the story. So I'm like, nah, the first time it's offered to me, if I'm still a hero, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I'm retiring too. There is no way with me in a freaking bike I'm fighting these monsters. There's nothing I could do. I can't get stronger. I'm cooked unless I become Genos. I don't want to be Genos. I don't want to be all robots. Like, nah, I'm retiring.
Friedel, picture your only attack being you throwing your method of transportation. I can't live like that. I
can't believe it came from that whole inspirational, like, oh, this is when every protagonist gets that new power that beats the villain. And then the Sea King just punches him.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not doing this job. He got it.
He for sure got it. I think Sun Jin-woo is arguable. Subaru, I think all of us think we could do better. Moomin Rider got it.
You know what he reminds me of? Like Charlie Brown, I got a rock. Like niggas like Saitama, I could be infinitely stronger. Genos, I'm a freaking android. I got a bike. Like nigga,
yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just saying if I had to go down the same path, but I'm like, y'all, hey man, we Gucci out here. I'm just go ahead and evacuate the zones when the Hero Association tells me, like everybody else. Like, that's where I'm at.
The bunker's this way. Follow me.
Yeah. I'm gonna get there fast on a bike too.
Nice. Hey, if Saitama wants to get driven, I'm not even chilling with Saitama.
You going to the front lines, Riddell? I'm good.
I'm not even chilling with Saitama. No, we good. We working normal 9 to 5. Hey,
that's low key selfish because he keeping away. He's taking a C-rank spot from somebody who could go up low key. Oh hell no,
man! Shout out Moomin Rider. Now let's get philosophical with it. A pragmatic mercenary and mage who seeks to create a world free of conflict. His dilemma is choosing between morally gray action and his dream of peace. Kiritsugu. What are we thinking?
He makes a lot of very interesting decisions.
The thing that sucks about this the most is whatever you decide, you don't win in the end. I think that's the thing to take home from here. You go to this Holy Grail war, no matter how you strategize it, no matter who you kill, the Grail does not give you what you want. I don't know how you do this better than him. I don't know how I would navigate it. I do think that him making all the decisions he did just because of how his father, like he saw the evil in his father, and he took it upon himself to be a hero. I don't think I would go that far. I'd have far more selfish reasons for seeking the Holy Grail. But as far as doing better than him, I don't know.
Hey, you trying to meet Saitama, bro? That's what happens when you become a demon, Prodigy. We good on that.
Yeah, we definitely good on that.
I don't know if I'd do better than him. I probably wouldn't. But I do live in the morally gray area, so I feel like I do fine in that regard.
For sure.
Yeah, just like at the same time, I don't know if I would like do the whole family wedding, like the family with a kid pack thing. Like I don't know if I would sign up for that. So I don't know if I'd be in the exact same position. But yeah, he's to me, he's one of the goated, very underrated MCs. So yeah, I don't know if I could do everything that he did, but I think I could get pretty close. But that's just because I'm cocky. But
for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Kiritsugu, the thing is, like you said, because of his past kind of led him to here. And honestly, like it may lead me to there depending on how I grow up. I would say that I'm more morally gray, and I still would have the nuance, kind of taking everything in hindsight, of course. But ultimately, I think his idealism, thinking that his vision of, sacrificing the few for the many, at the end of the day, it's just a flawed philosophy. And it was shown when he got the Holy Grail, how flawed it was, because you kept on going down that line and you realize that you're going to keep on sacrificing a lot of people. So it's really hard. Like Kiritsugu is such an fascinating character considering everything he does. And then obviously what happened to him and his daughter, feel for that. That is tough, 100%. And him and his wife too. I'm gonna say Kiritsugu got it. Because I can't. There's no real right answer. You would have to abandon your philosophy.
I'd say this. I don't think I'd also be able to kill my mentor / adopted mom like that.
I'd be able to kill every single person except sacrifice my wife. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one either. Lonnie, could you do?
Lonnie, you nasty.
I would never. No, Taylor knows I would never. Oh, also by the way, because she be cussing me out every day. Ty, all y'all gotta pick out your food for the wedding. She be asking me every day. Tell them they need to pick out that. Go on the website, pick out your damn food for the wedding. Jesus Christ. No, that would be a very tough decision. And but at the same time, Taylor would not be loophole. Taylor would not be in that world, so it would be a different way. So I don't know how I would feel about
no cop out. No
so, so guess what? I guess that wife, fake wife, she gotta go. She gotta go.
No, you love that wife as much as you love Taylor now.
Hey, but that ain't Taylor, so she gotta go.
Yo, this guy
gotta go.
This guy. Shout out Kiritsugu, man. He goes through it.
He's pragmatic to a fault. He doesn't know how to say no. He'll do anything. It's bad.
You think it's for the greater good? Yeah.
He'll do anything. Yeah.
We're not done with the more philosophical conversations.
Let's see.
A passionate individual fighting to protect humanity from titans. His main issue revolves around freedom, vengeance, and understanding the true enemy.
I have the same answer. Fuck them people. Stomp it all.
I do better than him because I'm not doing 80. I'm doing 100, and I'm crip walking the whole time. I'm crip walking on them niggas. I'm moonwalking, all that. So
if there's really only two conclusions, and it was one euthanizing everybody and the other killing everybody except us, I'm gonna pick us every single time. That's just how I operate.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah, he got to go. I mean, not he got to go. They got to go. Because I always find it so funny that when Aaron waited to hear what they was gonna say. Listen, man, there ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's what I'll say.
Exactly.
They was down to they were still down to eradicate the Eldians on Paradise, even in the time skip.
When they do it, it's probably when we do it.
But it was only the only way to guarantee that they would live that his friends would actually survive is do what he did. Now, are there other things that go into that? Obviously, but if he doesn't go as far as he does, they rebuild and kill everybody, all his friends. So,
yeah, the tough thing about this is not necessarily like what he did, even though it was bad, but you have to realize that he knew this is what he has to do. It's because, like Miles said, he really only had a few options, right? You know, basically let the people closest to you, Mikasa and Armin, focusing on those two in particular, let those people perish and die, or create everlasting peace for them and honestly the rest of the world, because then the Titan threat will be gone as well. He, knowing that, like, he knew it for a fact because of touching Ymir. I mean, I would make the same decision. I'll do exactly what Aaron did because I knew this is the only path of peace. This is the only path for them to live a full life. And that's what I've been trying to do my entire life. Even though I'm going to be cooked, it was all for them for the first place. So I think people undersell like the decision he made, saying, oh, yeah, he just got rid of 80% of the population. No, he saw a vision and realized he only had this option.
Don't sell it short, Riddell. He saw every possible situation. He saw every possible future. And 80 was the least amount. And not 79, not 50, not 40%. It was 80% was the required amount. So it's not like, and they said in the text, that was the only possible future. So not no mythical, hypothetical other scenario that could save the world and his friends. That was the only one out of all the possible 80%. With all the caveats, with him then losing it, and Mikasa beheading him, that was the only possible one. So unless someone can figure out a magical one, I still haven't heard one since the end of AOT. Everyone's just like, there's another way. Magically, there's still not another way. It's just blind faith at this point. So,
but the better question from this though, if Mikasa confessed, are you sacrificing the entire world and living the rest of your life with Mikasa? Because that was the other option, and it would have happened if Mikasa confessed.
I mean, if this is me and I'm living his life, I already hit Historia, so I'm good.
Yo, you just don't got no type of like.
So he said, "Screw Mikasa." Okay, what about the rest of y'all?
I'll be that guy. I don't think I could possibly have all that on my conscience. Like, I understand it's them, the people at that rally, and some people like they're billions of people who I've never met who are innocent. I just can't have that on my conscience. I just can't do that.
What about the part with Mikasa? If Mikasa confessed, would you just be with Mikasa until you die, and then the rest of the world is cooked?
Don't he have like 2 years left or something like that?
It was a couple of years. I don't remember how many exactly. A couple years left.
Yeah, because I'm not Lonnie. I actually love his story. I love Mikasa, and I'm willing to spend my final days with her.
Okay. What about the rest of y'all?
Well, see, if I'm living his life, I don't know if I'm gonna be in love with Mikasa. So
wait, hold on a second. So the option is, if Mikasa confesses, do I not stop the world?
Do you run?
No. With her and just live in that situation, if Mikasa confessed, Aaron would have left with Mikasa for the rest of his days, and then they would have been together, but the rest of the world would have been cooked, as we saw.
So my family dies and all that.
So everybody else is cooked, but it's just you and her for the last 2, 3, 4 years.
That sounds pretty selfish, doesn't it?
It does.
Extremely.
Like, I just leave everyone else to die. And it's like I have the power to protect my family, but I say, you know what? I mean, it's a moral dilemma because you got to kill people, but
you also get to be with the woman you loved your entire life. Finally.
No.
I'll take the world for 500, Riddell.
Take
Yeah.
the world? Okay.
Yeah.
So you
we'll
would
take
say you would okay, I respect that. All
I'm
right.
wiping it. I'm wiping the world.
Ty, stick
Nah, I
with
said
Mikasa?
I'm stopping the world, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Mikasa confess and I'm Aaron, me and Mikasa are gonna have a final good rest of my life. W.
Damn,
Hey,
fuck us then.
no stuff. We're gonna live a happy couple more years. All right, let's go to the next one. A highly intelligent student who finds a notebook that lets him kill anyone by writing their name. His central conflict is his descent into moral ambiguity as he pursues his version of justice. How many people become an unhinged god like Light Yagami?
Oh, I'm doing better than like Yagami.
You think you're not gonna get caught by L?
No, because I'm a type of person where after I try it the first 2 times, I know that shit works. I'm doing all the research I possibly can, and all those deaths instead of months, that shit's gonna be happen. All that shit's gonna happen in a night. all the people that Light kills throughout the series, that's just happened in like 1 or 2 days, and then I'm done because everyone is gone. Everyone is gone.
You do realize that doesn't fix the problem, right?
He was doing it for weeks and before like they zeroed down to like Japan. I'm saying like after I realized like after like the guy got hit in front of me with the truck, this shit actually works. I'm doing all my research. I'm laying down all the names. I'm not just doing it like I'm doing like 20 names today, 30 names tomorrow. No, all in one night. All the names of all the people I want to kill all at one time, dead. And then I just use it for convenience from there on out.
What about new criminals who do the same actions that the criminals you already took out?
Then I might just do it like once a year.
No, see that's what you get in the light.
Yeah.
But like the thing is like pattern. I feel like patterns are like the biggest ways to catch somebody. If you don't have a pattern, then it's gonna be harder to catch. It's gonna be harder to zero in on Japan. So if I wait every year to see like, who's like the worst villain, who's like the worst criminals throughout the whole year, then I'd pick a random day throughout that year. Then I'm Gucci. Then I'm gonna just zero in on Japan. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna be taking as long as Light did to take his. I'm
what if some of those people are people in power? Like you cause mass chaos by doing that.
Have you met me?
Bro,
Jesus Christ, bro.
Lonnie's a lot more confident than me. I'm gonna start by saying I'm not gonna be using the book on a micro level. I'll just do it however I can, slightly convenience my life at random sporadic times. I'm not gonna have a method of killing prisoners or trying to be a hero or a god. But if I'm trying to get a job position, somebody in my way, they might gotta get packed. I'd use it like that. And then as far as L's concerned, if L ever gets on my case, I'm fucking cooked. I'm not that smart. You got
me. I might not be cooked. You know why? Because I'm using the eyes.
Maybe I'm just not as ambitious as you to want to go through all of that. I'm gonna just do what I can with the book. I'm not trying to be a hero or nothing. And if L finds me, so be it. I'm not gonna do better than Light. He's way
cut me off. See what happens. Cut me off in traffic. See what happens.
Oh, you're muted, Ty.
Why didn't nobody say they just put the book down?
Yeah, I'm putting the book down. That's too much power for me, man.
I respect that actually.
Or destroy it or something. Because like if this thing is real, I don't think anybody should have a hold of it. I would destroy it.
Absolutely not.
No, you're
limits. Was it destroyable?
I would have tried. That's my first act.
If
I know this thing, if I'm going into context knowing that I'm assuming we're all going and knowing that it works, I'll try to figure out a way to destroy it. Because you can tear out pages and stuff like that, so you can definitely rip like Light tore out pages and stuff and was using them.
And what's crazy is like the if you guys read like the Death Note spinoff, the guy that got it after Light, from my memory, I don't think he did anything bad. He still died at the end. Because anybody
he was like a fraudster or something, right?
I don't remember, but from my memory, he doesn't do anything necessarily like bad or evil like Light does. But and then he uses it in a very intelligent way, but he still gets cooked at the end because he uses it. The thing is, Okay, if I get the Death Note, what am I doing? I'm looking at it, and because my thing is, I don't know, that ego might be huge. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just telling people, Buck, that ego might get crazy, and you already know how smart I think I am. But I will say this: no matter how smart I think I am, I don't think I'm gonna be able to outsmart L either. I'm gonna be honest. L was different. The way he found light so easily was crazy. So I don't. But if
Also,
I
I
was
don't
in
think I would get
Tokyo, I don't
baited.
think I'm dealing with L either.
I don't think I would get baited the way Light did either. Like guys just like on television, my name is da 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 da. I'm not just gonna kill him off rip. What? I feel like that's like you gotta be more decisive with your shit. Light's really smart, but like he was super emotional at times, which cost him. And also his dad being a cop and things like that, and then him being too close to his dad at times. It's what put him in some of the situations that he was in. So
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, L could probably figure a way around it in terms of creating a dummy test to kind of triangulate where the person is located generally, and eventually keep on narrowing it down. L is just a different breed that I don't think I'll be able to deal with. But if I got past L, then hey man, the world will become a better place. I'm just saying, the world will become a better place. Just leave me in charge.
That's just too much power, man. Because as much as I like to believe that, also it's like who do I hate enough that I just want to outright kill?
why you gotta make it about hate? Sometimes it's business.
Who do I feel? Who do I feel in that type of way that I'm like, okay, it doesn't have to be hate, but you're still killing somebody. Like, who do you feel that type of way that you're willing to make that decision for? Realistically,
power, nana boo boo.
Real.
All right, let's go to the next one. A powerful and cursed mage who struggles with immortality and causing destruction unintentionally. His primary challenge is finding redemption and peace. Zareth is an interesting one because if you've seen Fairy Tail, honestly, this shouldn't be a spoiler. Fairy Tail's been out for a long time. Zareth creates a spell or something like that to help his brother stay alive, so to speak. But while doing that, he put on a big curse that doesn't allow him to die. Anything that is around him dies, and he can't fall. Like, nobody can love him at all. Like, he just is in a pretty, terrible existence throughout his entire life. Just he can't find love anywhere. So he makes up an entire plan to have Natsu kill him. That is what he wants. And he even tries to do some good here and there. He trying to take out Acnologia. So, Zareth, what do you think?
I'll keep it simple. I would not do as well as he can because the fact that he can't really interact with a lot of things would suck. Also, the fact that his love interest looks like she's 5, can't do it. And yeah, no, his life just sucks. Like his life sucks. I'm not doing that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not putting up with it.
Well, the rest of you.
I mean, I'll go his route and try to take myself out.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have your brother do it?
Well, no, but
oh, okay.
I mean, if I can't interact with anything, I kill the thing around me. I think I'm too dangerous to live.
Like, just everything withers away. Everything.
Like, you kind of have to die, low key.
I wonder if Acnologia could have killed him.
I don't think
he made it. He said that Acnologia is stronger than him.
Yeah, I don't think Acnologia had he had the strength, but he didn't have the hacks, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. What about you, Miles?
I'm only at the halfway point of Fairy Tail. Natsu
did I spoil crazy for you?
It's fine. Natsu Zareth's brother?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. So wait, and this is a tangent now. So with Zareth possessing Jalal, isn't Zareth evil though? He's a bad dude, right? He's evil.
He's in that
weird area. But he isn't at the same time. It's one of those Technically, he is, but at the same time, is he?
Yeah, Zeref. I think Zeref is the best character in the series. There's so much. There's a lot of layers to who Zeref is, and crazy. I didn't mean to spoil you, but
It's
yeah,
fine.
it'll start kind of things will start piecing together. It's like, oh, a lot when it comes to Zeref and Natsu. But yeah, there's a lot to Natsu's past too, and it plays into the Secret of the Dragons and all that stuff as well. But yeah, if I'm Zeref, yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to find a way to take me out because I'm a problem. Get me out of here. Shout out Zeref. Is there two more? Oh, actually, Random, where are you in Naruto?
I'm probably not where you want me to be, so I'll just mute myself. Yeah, I got it.
All right. First character up. A skilled ninja who made a devastating sacrifice for the sake of peace. His struggle centers on carrying the burden of his choices while being misunderstood by others. If you're in a toxic situation, what do you do?
I side with you, Uchiha.
And we will not blaze of glory.
We die in a civil war.
Yep, facts. You're not gonna get me to kill my parents. Like,
well, technically, didn't they take their own lives?
No, he killed them.
No, they let him. They didn't fight back.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kill my entire people. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not taking out my people for people that are against my people, and then but also oppressing my people.
Yeah, we got. If we're gonna go out, let's go out. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm not causing a civil war, but I am against the taking out the people. It's tough because I feel like Itachi would be intelligent enough, but there is a certain level of loyalty that I don't think I will have that will allow me to have the clarity to realize that this is not the right situation. This is not the right solution. So for me, with my skills, Itachi's skills, my intelligence, Itachi's intelligence, and the ability to have enough clarity and enough understanding that you don't have to be blindly loyal, I think, especially if you get help from Shinsui, we taking out Danzo, and we're exposing that plot because I don't think her third Hokage would go through with it. So I would find a way around it. I would find a third option, but I'm not going to civil war against Leaf Village and putting everybody's life in danger.
There's a small caveat involved, though.
What's up?
Even if you kill Danzo, Obito was still very much involved.
And Obito is a factor that is hard to really measure how it would work out because you know what? Actually, speaking of Obito, a former idealistic.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Due to trauma and manipulation, his issue is reconciling his past ideals with the action he takes in the present. Obito does a lot, especially once he realized that once he made a epiphany to himself that the world isn't under a cycle of hatred. We need to do something. So he does a lot of terrible things, especially after Rin dies. Well, what are you doing?
Go ahead, Miles.
I'm gonna say it would be very, very, very hard to do, but I just feel like I'm going back to the village before I'm trusting some random old man, no matter how much he helped me. I think it would take a lot of maturity. But yeah, I think I'm going back home. I'm hashing it out with Kakashi. We're trying to get into an understanding of what happened. And maybe a lot of things can be rewrote as far as how Naruto played out. But I don't think I would have stayed with Madara. I just don't think I would have done that.
You would have the emotional maturity after you've seen Kakashi kill Rin? Because even though Obito knew the context, I don't think he didn't really fully imagine it until later on. Fully conceptualize what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're putting ourselves in Obito's shoes, I'm someone that wants answers, so I would have been try to talk to the fourth Hokage, talk to Kakashi, see what's going on, and then go from there. Madara helped out a lot, but at the same time, we saw him and Madara's interactions in the early beginning weren't really super positive or productive. It was just like, hey, you here, you can't really go nowhere, and that was it. And then he was like messing with the Zetsus and stuff like that. So like in terms of like bonding and connections and stuff like that, like it would still be Kakashi before she died and the fourth Hokage. So like I would have tried to reach out or let them know I'm alive, try to talk to them, interact with them at least once before I decide if I'm gonna like do a full crash out or not.
Yeah, we not I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't have been that pressed over Ren personally. So I get it. It's not all about Ren, obviously, but that crash out, yeah, I wouldn't have been that pressed over her. Would I have been sad because I lost a friend? Absolutely. But I feel like given Kakashi's character, you know that the ninja world is cruel.
I feel like love Rin. It's not just like a friend. That's like you love your life.
I was like, but I think I'm just in his shoes. I gotta like her too.
Yeah, you got that's what made it so impactful. You have to love the person that Kakashi killed.
But I'm still making my own decisions though, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
right?
So I'm deciding.
You need that emotional attachment for it to.
No, I get you, but this, my belief is love's a choice. So I'm choosing to not love her anymore. That's what I'm gonna choose. How about that? No. And so with that choice, I'm gonna talk to, because I know Kakashi's reasonable. We're gonna talk. I don't talk to strangers. My mom told me at a young age, don't talk to strangers. Especially weirdo men with Sharingans. Like
that's just healing me and healing mortal injuries back.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mom told me not to talk to strangers like that. No, he had a Renegon. Yeah. No, in a cave by himself, bro. I grew up in Memphis, bro. There's this woods around the corner from me, right? Me and my friends, there's these woods around the corner from us. We used to play in the woods sometimes, right? And there was a man living in the woods. I'll never forget this, bro. I know such a side tangent. We were playing manhunt in the woods, right? Then this dude walks out from this house. We see this house, and it's like there's just like this underground. It looked like a freaking. I can't. It was so crazy. There's a house. Then there was like this ditch that like looked like it looks like an attic. No, not an attic. A basement, but there was no house. It was so weird. I can't describe it. But then this old guy walked out the front door and said, "What are you boys doing back here?" We were like, "Nigga, you live here?" And he says, "Y'all boys shouldn't be around here." And we were like, we ran. We was like, all right, bro. So
yeah.
In short, Madara. If I woke up, I'm in Madara's bed. I'm like, I would have ran.
Yeah, for sure. I'm out.
I'm out too. Unless he knew it was Madara, then it's like Uchiha. It's like maybe. Obito. If I'm Obito, I don't think I'm crashing out as hard as Obito. Like, I get the idea of trying to end the cycle of hatred because at the same time, unless you're like Tai or Miles, who say that you're going to leave immediately, Madara implanted an idea of ending the cycle of hatred. And if you attach yourself to that idea, then that's going to be something that you eventually adopt and make it your idea.
He definitely really played on his hate for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't crash out like Obito. In that situation, when I saw it, I'll be very upset, especially if I didn't if I'm emotion first. If I was one of those type of people that was emotion first, which I'm not, but that I can understand why you would crash out. That because after he saw it, he murked everybody. They were all cooked. He went straight rage mode. But yeah, I'll try to reach out to go back to the Leaf Village and all that stuff for sure.
A conversation would have avoided all of that. It was very easily explainable too what happened.
100%. But that man crashed out, killed the Uchiha, tried to kill Minato, destroyed the Leaf Village with the Nine Tails, create the Akatsuki. That man was on a mission.
But that's what I'm like, Rick. But once he would have had me doing all of this evil stuff, is when I would have kind of realized maybe we're not quite heading for the PC's talking about.
Yeah. But he did have he did realize that Madara was in it for himself, which is why he betrayed Madara at the end.
Exactly.
So, all right. Random, if you're ready, you can come back, Random. Oh, actually, we're going to talk about One Piece and Boruto to end it up. So, One Piece, the One Piece chapter. People love when we talk One Piece on this platform. And soon, Santo and Random, or not soon, because they have an entire year, but eventually Random and Santo will be caught up with One Piece, and then we'll low-key just be a One Piece podcast at that point. The recent One Piece chapter, I think, basically confirms that Shanks has a twin.
The recent spoilers confirm that Shanks has a twin.
Something I love. Yeah, Oda's so tough. I've mentioned this before when I was on TikTok Live, but it's so cool that during the reverie scene, where we assume that's Shanks, because I mean the only nigga we've seen walk around looking like that, but we don't see the scar side of his face, because the scar side will really confirms who this person is, right? But Oda only shows the right side of his face the entire time. In the current chapters and during the reverie, so now it's like, was that Shanks at the reverie? It might not have been. It's probably this character that we're meeting now, but I think it's pretty cool. That was really good misdirection.
For sure.
I love it.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I love it and I hate it because it gives us answers, but then it gives us a million more fucking questions.
That's good writing, baby.
It is good writing. I hate how much I love One Piece. But every damn chapter, I just get more questions. I'm tired. I just need like just a boatload of answers at once, just for a little bit. Just give me like 5 or 6 answers at once before I come up with 30 more questions. Because God, oh my God, I'm getting tired. No, but I'm really interested in seeing like the rest of the Holy Knights and like how this whole dynamic's gonna play out. I'm hoping that like this twin isn't like just who Shanks fight at the end or anything like that. I really hope that Luffy and Shanks really do get to have their not like a battle, but like kind of like a rite of passage. Like, yo, if you really want to get to Laugh Till, you have to get past us. I really need that to happen. And yeah, I'm starting to think that Loki isn't all that bad, but you know, I think Loki's a complicated character, so we'll see.
He might be in that weird neutral chaos type character.
Exactly.
There's stuff in the spoilers that reveal something.
I think he's chaos.
Okay.
Chaos. Okay.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing, which is I think it's fine for you to say that, is they compare what he did, which you can arguably say is worse, because they think he killed his dad, to what Big Mom did, which we finally got clarity for what Big Mom did. She apparently killed a hero of the Giants. So I think the amount of reference Big Mom is showing back up in this arc. Like, she's 100%.
She has to.
Yeah, the amount of references to Big Mom and things she's done in the past, there's no way she's not showing back up. But it's interesting to compare the two. It's still kind of ambiguous whether or not Loki did it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if he did it or not. And the fact that the God Knights are here for Loki seems like they try to recruit him in the last chapter. And then he says no. There's an interesting thing here. My favorite part about this chapter, probably though, is Zoro standing on business. That was probably my favorite part, because Zoro was like, Luffy, this guy might not be a good guy, and if he's not, we gotta take him out. He wasn't allowing Luffy. Zoro.
You said Zoro might not be a good guy?
No.
Loki.
Oh, Loki. I thought you said Zoro. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, Zoro said that Loki might not be.
I thought you said Zoro. So okay.
Yeah. So he said this to Luffy, being like a real like vice captain. We've seen Zoro do this, so it's always great when he does, putting Luffy into check, because Luffy would be just blindly just free this guy and be whatever. So I'm glad Zoro's kind of keeping him in check to not let his just like blind instincts kind of take over. That makes it interesting. Miles, what do you think about this chapter?
I thought it was pretty good. I've kind of been looking over like timelines as far as like when events are happening, because we're getting a lot of like quick like jots of insight as far as like the sequence of events taking place. One thing I pointed out in the Discord is that Loki was rampaging at sea. They let us know in this chapter, and Shanks stopped him 6 years ago. Shanks also became a Yonko 6 years ago. Things like that.
But the main thing that really stood out to me in this chapter was the text that mentions Nika and how it kind of signals, the end of the world, and that's why all those events were happening. So like Loki killing his dad, Big Mom killing that hero, all of those natural disasters in Elbath, all of those events tied in with Nika, and Oda makes a point of having Ja Rule mention that people imitated Nika because they thought they were him. And he mentions Loki, and he also mentions his father. We as the reader, we obviously know that Luffy is Nika. I think Luffy's going to get his hands on this text in this arc, and that's how he's going to find out that he's Nika. And it's going to come to light. A lot of the theory crafters are saying that Loki is the sun god. I don't think Loki has a sun god fruit. I don't think he has like gum properties or anything like that. I literally just think he's a pretender who's doing what he thinks that Nika would do, and he's interpreting it wrong. I also think, because people were mad at me, they're like, you don't have any theories, so now I have theories now. I also think that Loki and Ja Rule definitely had a coup against the current king, and a lot of that is more staged than we anticipate. The Denden Mushi that he was talking to in the chapter prior looks like Ja Rule, and during the king's assassination, they were the only two that survived. I find that to be highly, highly suspicious. I think Oda, he's a lot more subtle than he's been before with the amount of information he's throwing, but very fast to kind of throw you off the trail. And as far as this week, I'm not going to really mention spoilers, but we're in for a lot. We get the Shanks twin name. We get the devil fruit of the other God Knight. We're getting a lot next week. I
thought we got her devil fruit last chapter. We saw what she did.
But they don't name it.
Oh, they don't name it. Okay.
They name it next chapter, and then we see the full Shanks twin's face, and we get his name as well. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. I appreciate how fast Oda's kind of rolling the ball. He's not taking his time.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's actually insane the fact that we're here at a Shanks twin situation. And then, when it was initially indicated, it's like, nah, no way Shanks is a twin. When we are actually here with Shanks having a twin in the series, which is not something was on my bingo card. I'm gonna be honest. I did not expect when I met Shanks that he's gonna have a twin later on in the series, but it just shows you how deep this One Piece story is. And Oda is cooking. Do we think these God Knights are other than Shanks' twin? So I'm expecting Shanks' twin to be like Shanks level. I'm not gonna lie. So, do we think these God Knights are like real threats, like potentially admiral level characters?
I don't know about all of them, but I would definitely say there's probably going to be like the top ones, like at least a good 2 or 3 other ones are going to be pretty strong. I don't know admiral level, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be one that's going to be on par, a little bit stronger than Zoro, and then Zoro might have to level up. Same thing with Sanji. Like, I feel like there's definitely going to be probably 1 or 2 other significant Holy Knights, I'd say.
I'm going to jump off the cliff. I think they're all going to be that strong. We saw Garling all of those years ago on God Valley before he was the captain of the God Knights, and he was able to be on par with Whitebeard. Pirate King candidate, one of the strongest people, in the world. I don't see why anybody else in that unit, especially after Garland has moved on, wouldn't be at least around that level of strength.
You don't think there's gonna be like a gag one where it's like they're like technically strong, but then like one of the lower Straw Hats ends up beating them? Because like it's kind of the trend that happens. Like there's always gonna be that 1 or 2 that like they're strong on paper, but then like next thing you know, Usopp or Nami or Frankie or Brooke whoops their ass or in some way. And
I'm gonna be honest, nah. I'm out on the Straw Hats as far as like outside of the Monster Trio and Jinbei. I'm out. I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah. The thing is, I like how they make a very important distinction between God Knights and Celestial Dragons in this, because God Knights have all the resources and all the privileges Celestial Dragons,
but they're obviously very different on how they approach things. Like they're obviously combat trained. Fergaland rose so high that now he is one of the elders, and now we got Shanks' twin, which is, I mean, we see how strong Shanks is, and he doesn't have a devil fruit. So, I think this is just probably a clan that has all these resources and power, and their job is to be this strong for whatever purpose. I'm very curious to see what this clan's role is in the story, and I'm very curious to see, like, at what point did Shanks realize that he has to defect away from these group of people and go on his own. And now I'm curious on what pirate was Shanks' twin talking about when he went to the elders.
I agree, because now it could be also Shanks in the mix. And it also made me kind of wonder why Shanks constructed the crew the way he did. I think it's kind of more to match. Like we all thought it would be the matchup with maybe Blackbeard. It might be the matchup with those knights.
Oh man, I thought the showdown we needed to see was Shanks versus Mihawk, but now it's Shanks versus his twin. Hey, it's gonna get tough. There's no way Shanks' twin loses to Luffy, right?
Well, so I don't want to dive too much into the spoilers. He's the captain of the God Knights. But I was wrong last when we talked about Egghead at the beginning. I was wrong in saying that we wouldn't see all 5 elders. We wouldn't see them get their ass beat. I was dead wrong about that. Maybe Oda throws a monkey wrench and the captain of the God Knights loses here. Who knows?
Well, I mean, they technically never lost. So.
I don't see him losing here. I don't see it.
But he is confirmed. He is the captain. He's confirmed to be he's the leader of the group.
I'm also curious to see how strong Loki is, because it took Shanks to bring him in. I was very concerned after like Wano that the power scaling was gonna get kind of dumb. The fact that he's introducing so many like powerful as hell characters this late on that we had no inclination for, like we all thought that the only threats at this point would be admirals and Yonko. But now he's throwing in God Knights and characters like Loki. Now
I think this might be like a situation where the Straw Hats actually take a L. Like I think because I feel like if he is Shanks level, Luffy's not ready for him. Zoro, they're not ready for him. So if one of them tries to step to him, I don't want them getting murked, but like maybe Luffy's out of commission for a little bit. Maybe he realizes like, yeah, like I'm starting to master Gear 5, but there's still like another level of power I need to reach. Like I feel like this would be a good moment for them to like get kind of little broed a little bit.
I'm leaning towards God Valley. I think Loki and Luffy team up.
I can see that. I can say that 100%. This One Piece chapter is fire. Can't wait for the next one. We may try to start implementing a One Piece stream on Sundays. I know a lot of people love the One Piece content that we put out. A lot of people want to hear our One Piece opinions and talk about One Piece in depth. So we might try to start implementing One Piece live streams on Sunday. We'll see how those goes, but we're kind of putting that out in the ether. And real quick before we can get final thoughts, Borto came back, dropped a chapter. How we feeling? Do we think that these dudes are going to be able to fight without Borto's help? And are we finally done with the Konohamaru and Hanabi ships? Is that finally done? Dead in the water?
No.
It's dead in the water.
Not done with it.
Yo. I'm relieved at this chapter, though. I'm glad that, what's his name? Ryu? Shinki? Ryu, I think his new name is. I'm glad he's not some happy-go-lucky idiot. I was kind of getting pissed off with these last 2 chapters where he's like, yeah, dude, I'll just follow you guys here. Yeah, dude, I'll listen to what you guys say. Oh, yeah, this is my ability to do this. Acting like he's their friend. And then we get to the end of the chapter where he's like, oh, I figured you guys were trying to bait me out. Now let's fight. I was like, okay, this guy's not a total idiot. Because they were making him go out sad. I don't think they get out of this. I think they need to have an intervention. This guy with his iron sand dispelling sword is not moving me. This guy's beyond that, a simple tool.
they're gonna need a Kawaki or a Boruto to show up. That's just what I ultimately think.
Yeah. What do you think, Lonnie?
So I went back to my research after this latest chapter with the whole Anabi situation.
Okay.
And it just confirmed what I was saying. I like rewatched some episodes. I wasted a good like hour and a half of my time. Also rereading the chapter in the chapter last month. He was shocked that wait, she has romantic feelings for me. Why? Because every interaction I see between him and Hanabi, he's blushing his ass off. He's stuttering, don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So
Lonnie, this is nasty, bro.
I'm just saying.
What did he say in this chapter, Lonnie?
I don't give a damn.
He's nasty.
That's so nasty.
Yo, he's completing his mission. He's doing what he got to do.
No, what did he say in this chapter, Lonnie?
If he would have completed,
why is she mad?
What he said? What he said.
Okay, then
he shouldn't have said that. The mission would have been
that.
good if he didn't say that. But he did say that. You know why?
Hey,
That's his girl.
Yeah, when you realize you might have another girl on your roster, you trip up. You trip up. It happens, bro. Like it happens.
He could have added to the roster. He said, "Nobody calls me that, but my woman. You can't call me that."
Facts.
But no, I do like the direction that Boruto's going. It's getting slightly better. I'm interested what Kawaki's full powers are gonna end up being. Because they need to start catching up to Boruto. Like he can't just be the only one. I do like the concept of these tree monsters. Like they're just instinct. They're like wild beasts. Like you can technically maybe you can get some of them on your side. Maybe you can manipulate them in some way. And I like the aspect of they have infinite potential to go in either direction. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that ends up developing. Because I like consciousness and good, bad. I like those types of conversations and theory. So that's right up my alley. But yeah, Boruto's starting to get a little motion. So
yeah, I thought this was a good chapter too. You know, I already have criticized Boruto enough at this point. I'm just gonna enjoy the ride for right now. Because I'm questioning how strong these other characters really are. I think it's okay, when is Boruto going to get involved type situation. Even Konohamaru versus that tree monster, I don't expect it to be a close fight at all unless he brings out Sage Mode, maybe, which is possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see, or maybe he brings out a something from the Sarutobi clan. It would be really badass if
he has the ape.
If he becomes that would be cool too. If he becomes the god of Shinobi and just brings out multiple different elements, just like the third Hokage, then we're talking. Then he's filling the shoes of who he should be. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Is it just gonna be a situation for when Kawaki and Boruto pulls up? I'm unsure. I at the very least finally accept. Now Kawaki's kind of off fraud watch because now we found out why he's so freaking weak. Is because he's been limited the entire time. But I don't know what Amato expected in this situation.
No
you think Kawaki was just going to listen to you? So, good luck with that.
His full power wasn't unlocked, but at the same time, he wasn't training like that either.
Well, I mean, if he's limited, then it's hard to really train.
It's hard to gauge what he could have how he could have improved if we know he was spec towards full defense.
Yeah, preventing him from dying.
How do you feel about that, by the way? Why does he have to be offense or defense? Where the fuck is the middle at?
I don't know, man. I don't want to deep it. I'll be honest. I don't get it at all.
He's the anime young nigga. Just crash out or don't crash out.
What the hell?
But you know what I do think is possible? And I finally think I know a role for and random. Can you mute a little because you're clicking a lot. One thing that I do think is possible, and I finally found a role for the president. I think she could be Kawaki's love interest. I think she can be the one to ground Kawaki. Because she ain't getting Boruto. That's just not happening. Not even close.
Yeah, Kawaki can get his sloppy seconds. It's okay.
I mean,
It's better than no food at all.
Yeah.
I get it.
My
So
brother's starving.
he needs some. He needs
You
some.
gotta hit up Delta.
Nah, she swings the other way. But yeah, because him and what's her name? I forgot her name.
Omniscient chick. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Ida.
not, yeah, Ida. That's not gonna be a thing. Like,
I mean, it could be like a Sakura Sasuke kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you just here. You here.
yeah, but she's not the character Kwaki need. Like, Kwaki's gonna need a character that can actually like ground him. She's just like
That's what we were saying about Sasuke.
she's blindly obsessed with him.
That's what we were saying about Sakura.
For now,
Well, hey, Sakura can ground him now. All right,
I think she's gonna fall for Boruto.
Can she
Who?
really?
Ida.
That's
Yeah.
gross. I don't want that.
Why?
That's gross.
But why is it gross though?
Because that's all her character is. Like,
What? Falling in love with somebody?
Yes, it's so cringe. Oh, this I'm just not.
At the
I
same
mean, I
time,
can
like,
see it
it's
happen. Like
power.
she falls in love with Boruto, and then she uses her omniscient bullshit power to fix
To reverse
everything.
it. Yeah.
reverse it.
Her character
Reverse,
just becomes a
reverse.
plot device at that point. I'm not gonna.
That's
lie.
all she is.
That's all she is. She is the plot device.
That's all it is.
She doesn't have any fighting powers that we know of. She just has ridiculous. Yo, you can't attack her because as soon as you see her, you fall in love with her. She can see everything that happened or is happening, and she can change people's memories. Like she's plot. She's plot.
They still haven't explained why Sarada and the president are not affected. I don't think we're ever going to get an
Because
explanation.
it's convenient.
You think he forgot?
I don't think we're ever going to get an explanation. All right. Well, keep it up, Boruto. Doing some good
Then
things. Go
I
ahead.
had that one thing.
Is it Boruto related?
No, the book thing.
Okay, random. You can come back. We're done talking about Boruto One Piece.
All right, go ahead, Lottie. All right, so if you're into books outside of anime and stuff like that, like like the big series like Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or The Rings and stuff like that, the latest one that's getting its own, I think it's getting its own show on Amazon next year. It's called Fourth Wing. Basically, it's like Hunger Games and Harry Potter with dragons mixed into one. The third book just came. It's like the hottest fantasy series out. It's the third book just came out. When I said it sold like hotcakes, selling like hotcakes. My girl got up at like 7:00 in the morning. Target line out the door. Bunch of cops are there. You think, oh, the cops are there to keep the peace? No, the cops are there to get the book. So she was able to get one of the last copies. When I say Onyx Storm, once the show starts coming out, it's gonna explode. Because just think about a school where everyone's a dragon rider, but you also have magical powers. But it's killer. It's eat or be eaten. You can die at any point if you're sparring or whatever, and like you just die in the spar. Guess what? You just weren't good enough. You weren't good enough to be a dragon rider. It's cutthroat. Love story is also great. The enemies are great. Powers are great. Dragons all got dope ass personalities. A lot of shit going on. Politics, fighting, all types of shit. It's already taking over the fantasy world by storm. And when the show comes out, it's gonna get even bigger. It's gonna be the next Harry Potter, Hunger Games in terms of like infamy and how like box office. It's already selling like that. So just if you haven't read Fourth Ring, you need to check it out. It's like that. It's really like that.
Okay. I'm not a big book reader, so I probably won't. But shout out, go check it out. Go check out the book. Anything else before we want to wrap it up?
No, I'm gonna stop. No, we've already talked about it enough. Lonnie, now they'll get the game and they'll just say everything that I'm saying, so it's fine.
Yeah,
my game's gas. My game's so much gas.
And next week, I don't care where he's at. We're hearing where Random is in Naruto. We're hearing where he's at. He better read something. He better read something by now. Because he said last week, oh, I haven't read enough, so I'm sorry, give me more time. And I'll update y'all this week. And nothing. So like it's like 3 weeks. 3 weeks we haven't heard nothing.
Random. Can I make a deal with you? I'll read the first arc of Berserk. You read the next arc of Naruto, and we'll share what we got on Tuesday.
I want to apologize right now for that first arc. That first page gonna have you tripping. But all right,
we got it. We got a deal.
We got a deal.
All right, brother.
Okay. All right. There we go. And maybe I'll be done with season 1 of Game of Thrones by then. Potentially. Maybe.
We gonna lock in. We can do that.
We'll see. Depending on my schedule. I feel like what do we have? Like 4 episodes left?
Yeah, we're on episode 7, I think. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, we should be able to. We should be able to get season 1 finished. Okay. Locking in, of course, doing some good things, checking out Game of Thrones.
Question: who's your favorite character so far, Riddell?
Probably Tyrion so far.
Who?
Haven't seen enough Tyrion.
The Imp.
Oh, the Imp. Okay.
I haven't seen enough of Jon Snow for him to be the favorite, but he got aura.
I was hating on Jon Snow in that first season. I'm like, man, this motherfucker, all he does is complain, bro. Like, come on.
I thought Riddell would say like Ned Stark. I thought he would say him.
He's good. He's good. The thing is, like, there's nothing bad about him, but he's under the whim of someone else. I think that's a big thing. He's just like, and I get it because he's the king, but
would Ned have made a better king?
Who? Oh, for sure.
Because he had a chance. He had an opportunity too. He had an opportunity to be the king, but
no, he just didn't want to play the game.
Exactly.
And that's all it is. He doesn't want to play the game.
He would have been much better suited.
And I mean, I could see it from episode 6, I believe, where he was kind of like the representative while Robert was out there hunting. So I could see it. But yeah, Tyrion probably got it. He's a smooth talker. He knows how to talk. He's charismatic, all that good stuff. But yeah, Tyrion and then Jon Snow probably number 2, right off rip. Some other interesting characters too, of course.
Who do you dislike so far?
Oh well, the guy I disliked the most was Cooked last episode. So he put on that golden crown. You feel me? So he was finally out of there. Finally. For the people who are left living, I'm not gonna lie, Ned Stark's wife. Yo,
I'm not the only one. I never liked her from jump, bro.
Me neither.
Doing too much, bro. Like
you be hitting on my boy too. Just because your husband like stepped out on you, you treating the baby like that? Like he ain't do nothing.
Yeah, she was
exactly. Look, even though I was hating on John, I'm like Catelyn, like he ain't never gonna get nothing. He ain't never gonna get nothing from y'all. He got like 4 kids.
Like family. Why can't you?
Yeah, like okay, and then what? He goes to the he basically goes on his death sentence when he goes to the when he goes to the watch.
Mm-hmm.
And you still treating him like shit.
I'm
like, let me stop.
I retract that.
She's cook random because she has 3 boys. Cook random.
Like, bruh, like he never gonna get nothing from y'all in terms of like property or nothing. He's the bastard. Like you got.
And your sons don't treat him any different. So why do you?
Even the wolves. The wolves was like, hell yeah, this one of my niggas. The wolves were like, hey, we fuck with him too. You're literally the only person who got a problem. The only person.
Nah, you're spitting it, but I'm gonna retract that. She's not my least favorite character. It's a tie between that MF Joffrey and that MF that likes Joffrey. She is annoying. She is annoying.
Let's go, Sansa most hated club. Let's get it,
bro. Like
I hate Sansa.
I didn't like Sansa until like at least season 6 or 7, bro. It took me so long to actually like be like, all right, she okay.
Miles told me something. Like when we first met her, he was like, "You people hate Sakura. To wait till you meet her." Not for real though. Like people act like Sakura was doing the shit Sansa was doing. Like Sakura was not this like she is blindly in love with this dude for no freaking reason.
Just because he's supposed to be the king.
Yeah, it's so weird. And then you're turning on your sister, and you caused that boy to get cooked. That little boy got cooked, bro. If you tell on Joffrey, the worst that's gonna happen is you won't marry him, but he's not gonna get punished. Like Jesus.
Now I'm starting to think, God, fuck. I'm with you. No, I'm with you, Miles. I was never. I can't spoil what I want to spoil, but you know the battle I'm talking about. And I'm like, you could have just told somebody. Just say like a sentence. But no, she just sucks. You just suck. You just suck. That's the best way to describe it. You just suck. Like, let me stop.
Yeah. Shout out Arya though. Really like her. She a little dog.
Arya's that bitch. She a dog.
She a dog. She got the vibes. I can kind of tell certain characters are probably gonna lean very shady ways. And also, I'm gonna have to say this. I'm not gonna lie, that scene, one of the weirdest scenes I've ever seen in any live action TV show ever.
What?
Was that 12-year-old sucking on a grown woman's tit? That is crazy.
Lady
that
Aaron
is
in the veil.
insane. That's
wild.
like when you think about it, that is crazy. That
Did
a
you see that he's
12-year-old
12?
sucking on a grown woman's tit. That is crazy.
That nigga reading and writing. He old enough like to be like nigga, you weird.
Nah,
It's not. It's not his fault. It's the mom's fault. He don't just.
At that point, it's both of their fault.
It's the person who wanted to see
he was raised that way.
Oh, so you got friends. Your friends ain't doing that shit.
Who? Where his friends at?
You don't got none. That is his friend.
Yes, it's all the mom's fault that he's like that. That's all he knows.
No, you know what happened? He had friends that like, hey nigga, you weird, and then he got sent down that hole. They got sent down that.
Show me the evidence of these friends, Lonnie.
You gotta look down that hole. They got kicked. They got booed. They got the boot.
No, I'm not even talking about the story implication. I'm talking about the real life actors.
Riddell made me pause it. He's like, yo, the more I'm thinking about this, he's like, this is really like, this is gross. This is sick.
His parents had to sign up for that. His parents had to consent to do it.
Hey,
the woman had to find out, like, 12-year-old is really gonna suck my tit on TV. Like, what? It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, and the person who created the scene, who wrote this on the script, 12-year-old sucks a grown.
Based off the book, blame J.R. Martin.
Oh my goodness! Like I can't think of a single live action scene that is as crazy as that scene. I can't.
Hey, like we said, we talk about jobless reincarnation author. Yo, Martin, you got a weird case too, bro. You got a weird ass case too. Because Cersei and Jaime.
They just doing their thing,
Daenerys is 14 in the season 1. She's 14.
Oh yeah, people were telling me that. I was doing some like videos on TikTok. I was like, oh yeah, do you know Khaleesi? She's like 13. I'm like, damn. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that information. I can't do anything about that.
Exactly. So it's like a lot of the stuff is like, yo, Martin, you got a weird case, bro. Check his hard drive too. After he drops the last book of Game of Thrones, which we waited like
gonna drop that shit. He ain't never gonna drop it.
I was telling Riddell random. I was like, now it's a spite thing. He's not dropping it out of spite now.
Another author that has another big fantasy series. His epilogue, like his lasting remarks was, "See, J.R. Martin, it wasn't that hard."
At least the vagabond author.
That's funny.
At least the vagabond author is like, I just can't. He's honest with it. He's like, I just can't do it. Like, I'm burnt out. I can't do it. He's not even like the Hunter x Hunter author who's like, oh, I'm gonna tease y'all. Here's a dissertation, and then I'm out again. Like, if you're not gonna do it, just do it and let people speculate and make the videos on YouTube, get mad, and walk away. Because I saw him, he did an event with Stephen King. And he's like, how do you write as many books as you do? And Stephen's like, I like writing. Like, I don't know what the problem is. He's like, yeah, sometimes I'll get like a page done. I'm like, Stephen, dropping books, bro. What you talking about?
Like
pages?
A page a week. He's like, sometimes I'll work all 1 week on a page. I'm like, a week on a page? On a book they've been working on for like the last 10 plus years? No. You get a page done?
He don't care. He don't care about y'all. He really don't.
Yeah, that shit kind of crazy, but
overall, us helping make Elden Ring. Like, what are you doing?
Nah, he's Kubo.
He could. But guess what? Bunch of weird incest stuff in that story too. JR, like, yo, Martin, what is up with this man?
He's staying true.
You can't beat these allegations. Period, man. You can't beat these allegations.
Staying true to the time period, man. But yeah. Still crazy moment to see in that show. But overall, Game of Thrones is pretty good. So far, so good. We here. We're locked. It's a pretty good show. So some good stuff. Anything else before wrap it up? Any final words?
Wasn't there a Kaiju number 8 chapter?
I think so, but nothing really happened.
And Chainsaw Man. Nothing.
I remember. He just basically like he saw his younger self, and they're both like, "Let's do this." End of chapter.
Yeah, it's a nothing chapter. I'll be honest. Chainsaw Man, they brought the Age Devil into their world. That's what happened.
And they were basically like, "Hey, we can just keep doing this, or we can end it." And Age Devil kind of let them go.
You know what they did? They did a Doctor Strange. Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Literally, they're like, "Yo, we can just." Yeah, they brought the Age Devil into its own world. He's like, "Oh, I've never been in my own world before." They're like, "Well, either we're all gonna be stuck here, or you can let us all out." Age Devil's like, "Oh, true." And then the last page of the chapter, they're all just at a restaurant, like eating.
Yeah, so I don't know where they go.
Mind you, Miles, mind you, people are getting murdered. Like people who are like Chainsaw Man people. Like one person runs into the restaurant, sees them eating. Other people come in, kill that dude, and take him out the restaurant. And they're still like, let's knock out this sushi, bro. Knock it out.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man different, bro. Oh, a couple
New
of
things still missing or unconfirmed or whatever.
She's not dead. She's not dead.
Nah,
it's just like a whole bunch of stuff going on, and they're eating right now.
Shout out Chainsaw Man. Shout out Spy Family if you're caught up with that. A potentially huge reveal happened recent chapter in terms of they're insinuating it that there might be another character in the series, and I won't tell you people who, that may have similar powers to Anya. So that could be a huge moment for the story and its progression. And of course, we've talked about it before. Oh, new Bug Ego chapter, obviously banger. Absolutely, we already know.
Really?
Yeah, they introduced a new girl too. Now they're going to be a trio now. She's a new character.
I was gonna ask. I'm like, are they gonna try and do anything like female related? Because I'm still like, how long before I'm like, I understand maybe 10% of what's happening.
Bro, when you meet her, she's insane. Oh, her fantasies, the things that she keeps on thinking about, I'm like, bro, she is insane. If she ever became president, she would destroy the entire world. Like, she is crazy. But she's an interesting character. Shout out Bug Ego, and shout out that freaking banger that is Chojin X, man. Absolute tough. Chojin X, amazing. Really some good manga out there. So lock into some good manga. But I think that is all we got for today. Appreciate everybody who tuned in for today's podcast. There was a lot of interesting topics. Don't know what we're going to do next week because, this was talking about the anime world was very interesting. But tune in next week, 9 p.m. EST. We're almost at February, so we can start the open dojo stuff, which is very fun. It should be very interesting to see what people got to say. And keep on supporting the channel. Like and subscribe. And with that said, y'all have a good one. Take care. Peace.